We live? What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Matt Side Monday. Magic Monday. Hope you guys all doing well. We should be streaming a little late, a little later than normal, but whatever, man. We do it. We are live. Let's just start by watching a match, Screw it. We watching a match. And let me go ahead and put it over there. And we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. I'll do my best. I try to hit 2 hours, man. That's the best I'm gonna do right now. So we got Fabricio Andre versus Javier Zaruski. I think this is the guy that replaced the Nazi guy. I think. I could be wrong.
Protagonista, o Javier Zaruski, uruguaio, campeão mundial pela IBJJF no Guin 2023.
We got the Portuguese.
México também em 2023, peso absoluto contra um atleta.
So it's the absolute division, guys.
Disparado mais leve, na minha opinião, disparado também o mais técnico. O Fabrício Andrei é perigosíssimo, apesar de ter o
Fabricio is very technical.
Zaruski na frente dele.
I'm sure you guys have seen some highlights. His judo is just phenomenal.
Tá fazendo as escolhas certas ali, não foi na onda do Fabrício.
Come back up, get back up. There you
E não tomar a queda. O Fabrício faz o ankle pick como ninguém. Ele pega
my advice to big guys: when you fight little guys, you don't go easy on them little guys. End up on that highlight reel. Oh, damn. That was nice. How do you do that? Let's rewind that. Nice ankle pick. So collar tie, right hand, left hand, I believe went for that ankle for the ankle pick.
Mas o Zaruski estava ligado.
Right there, boom, nice.
O ankle pick do Fabrício é alguma coisa de perfeito.
Nice.
Olha esse Fabrício André levantando o público presente. Quanto que ele tá pesando na balança, Vitor Dória?
Pesou 73.
His balance is great.
Ele normalmente luta de 66, luta no DCC de 66 na categoria. Mas ele pesou 73 agora, não precisa cortar peso nem nada, tá muito forte.
Um duelo com uma diferença de mais de 30 quilos entre os atletas, baby.
Exatamente, né? E você vê ali, a luta foi para fora.
So say, where's the link to the video? What video? This video?
O tatame ali para ele.
It's on Flow, bro.
Voltou em pé de forma correta.
E agora vai ficar o Zaruski.
So Flow grappling, bro.
Assim, pô, será que eu posso me expor? Será que eu não posso?
You guys can watch it too.
É muito rápido. Ele nem viu a
Very fast. So again, Fabricio has a really good judo.
Agora já tentou ali passa-pé ali, não deu a chibarai.
I really don't know much about his guard though. I haven't really seen his guard.
Ele é muito
Yeah, this is on Flow Grappling's YouTube channel. I never stream stuff like that. You gotta, if it's on their channel, I'll cover it. But if it's just on their website, I won't cover it. So look at the underhook. He's got the underhook. Keeping distance. Big guy got to use his side. There we go. If you let the small guys do stuff to you, bro, the audience. Nice. That was nice. Dang, that was nice. Thing is, Fabricio, he don't get the chance to wrestle in his weight class. They're going to pull guard immediately. I forget what this is called when you kind of off-balance them. Nice. Finish it. Almost finished it. He's got some of the best stand-up. Who else got better stand-up than Fabricio Andre? I can't think of anybody that judo-wise, there might be some better. Actually, his wrestling is good too. He's got really good awareness.
Ele fica ali, deixa o cara pesar em cima do braço dele, ele entra em queda muito bem dali. Vamos ver como é que ele vai se comportar daqui para frente agora.
So you see he's playing with this underhook, or his collar tie now. He does collar tie and underhook with that right arm. We saw earlier he did an ankle pick, really nice ankle pick. Big guy needs to be more active because, the Brazilian's going to give it. He already got the Brazilian advantage. Plus, he's smaller. He has some big takedown attempts. They're going to give it to him.
Se mexer na frente dele errado, ele bota para baixo. É complicado, sai nas costas, pior ainda.
Só que nesse cenário aí a vantagem.
Yeah, the big guy's got to work.
Fica pro Fabrício, o tempo vai passando. E o Javier Zaruski começa.
I think I'm not sure if they do ADCC rules or who's number one rules. I forget what they do for BJJ Stars.
Ele pode ter o domínio de pegada, tá andando para frente, mas ele não ataca. Ele precisa atacar o Fabrício.
Nice, Fabricio. You know, Fabricio setting him up for sure. You know, anybody with judo experience, don't push into them like this. Don't push into them. No, don't bring your. No, you see how he's walking into him? You about to get thrown, bro. You got to walk away from judo people. Ay, almost. Was that from the underhook? Or the overhook? Let's see. I think it was overhook throw. Yep. Dang. Dang. Oh, no. Almost. Was that another overhook? I think it was another overhook throw. No, that was an underhook throw. That was a hip throw. That's a hip throw from beginner's class. Pesado means he's heavy. All right, now this is not where you want to be with the big dude. Got the pecker on your head. That's good sprawl defense right there. Holding the feet. Fabricio Andre is strong. I don't know how he's this strong.
Então, nesse momento que estamos sem pontuação, quem está na frente, na nossa visão aqui, pelo menos, é o Fabrício.
Na minha opinião, o Fabrício vai ter uma vantagem, né? Foi o que eu falei. Apesar dos
So the referee tapping him means, I mean, you know, he's close to the border and also he needs to stay active. At this point, Fabricio Andre definitely had the match. Nice little body lock here. He should be able to finish this. Oh, no. Again, his balance is great, man. He's got good balance. This is the kind of stuff you got to do while you're young, because once you get older, you're like, uh-oh. You're going to hurt yourself trying to throw this big dude. When you're young, you can get away with that stuff. Nice. Now you see the size difference for real. Like, why are they fighting each other? I hope Fabricio got some money because he could have gotten injured in this match easily, in this whole tournament. Because he got a nice big guy, but say you got a cyborg big guy, Cyborg would have... You guys know Cyborg would have messed him up. Cyborg would have had him on the rope. I like the Portuguese stream because I can talk over it. It's not too distracting. Yeah, the big guy didn't do enough to win this match, and you know, he's in Brazil. It's already against you, and then Fabricio's doing all these cool takedowns. So, you know he ain't winning this match, bro. Hey, oh, Jesus. Yeah, he definitely lost that match. And that's just a hip throw, guys. Just for basics, beginners class, right here. Hip throw. Hey. Que isso? Dang. Oh. He did get points for those? 4 points? This might be, is this ADCC rules? 4-point throw? Oh, dang. He said ADCC rules. So first half, no points. Second half, points. And that's a 4-point throw because his feet came off the mat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that Uchi? So don't push into someone like that if they have a judo background. Ah, dang it. My man got cooked. Got cooked out there in Brazil. Oh, no. Well, don't feel bad because, you know, Fabricio was throwing Owens Lively. Owens Lively. The judo guy from UK. The bald dude. Don't feel bad, bro. I think Fabricio, didn't he throw Kynan too? We might need to watch that match. Well, if you're big and you do the absolute and you find a small dude, you better take it to him. Cause you see how the crowd's yelling? Yeah, you don't want that. Don't stop trying to do stand up with them. Just pull guard. Go for your leg lock, bro. I think is he a leg locker? Man, I would have pulled guard after that first takedown. I would have pulled guard. I would have locked him up in a closed guard. Hey. Why didn't he do that earlier? Man, Jesus, bro. Match basically over. I don't know if he got the 2. Bro, these guys, you know, you do ADCC Open, they don't be scoring nothing. But you come over here, they score stuff. You can see the scoreboard, everything. ADCC Open, I don't know what the heck's going on. Yeah, 7 seconds. This ain't nothing to do. He should have done that earlier, bro. All right, that was a good match. So we got a lot of stories to get into it. Shoot, you know, I take the weekend off. By the time I take my weekend off, it's already stuff happening. Let's see where we are. We got Mikey. You know, Mikey always in the news. He says he got stronger for BJJ when he stopped lifting weights. So I don't really believe that. You know, any sport, just about every sport, they lift weights to get stronger. So I don't really believe this. Let's read a couple comments. We'll keep it moving. BJJEE says, how does this work? Mikey says Moneyberg is a black. Oh, that's true. Mikey said my tab game. Yeah, bro. I got the most tabs in jiu-jitsu right now. Mikey also says Monkeyberg is a black belt. Yeah, well, can't listen to Mikey no more. Isn't that sad? When did Mikey became we lost all faith in Mikey in the course of like 2 months. 1 month maybe. He properly recovers now. Obviously, he gained some strength by moving, pushing his mat mates. Wait till he gets old. This isn't totally accurate. You absolutely need strength and conditioning for jiu-jitsu. Strength and conditioning is built in the gym with a proper program that is geared towards grappling. Problem is, most folks who start jiu-jitsu or are active in martial art for some time don't have that. They'll end up doing some bodybuilding workouts and running, which isn't developing your grappling strength. Plus, this article is misleading. There's no way to remain injury-free in jiu-jitsu. Well, you can't remain injury-free in life. I'm just going through real fast. Considering he does like 8 hours of BJJ, does anybody believe Mikey's doing 8 hours of jiu-jitsu? He might be thinking about jiu-jitsu for 8 hours, but I don't think it's physically possible to do 8 hours of drilling and training and, you know, all that stuff. Of course, he would get stronger from stopping weight training. His body now actually has time to recover. Yeah, I'm not taking strength advice from Mikey. Maybe I'm the only one here, but Mikey's credibility went the way of the Moneyberg. Well, this is a guy, I think that just had little kid habits. He lives on pizza and says he gets stronger by not lifting weights. Okay. Eating pizzas and spaghetti, not lifting weights, convenient truth claims targeted at rage baiting and building followers from IRCs. Old PR strategy. Yeah, guys, do your strength and conditioning, your strength training. We got Rotang. He got a baby. Congrats to him. He got a little Rotang. I remember when he was dating what's that Fairfax girl? Fairtex? Stamp Fairtex? Remember that girl? I'm a big fan of hers too. He enjoying himself. He hungry, man. He just had that baby and he hungry. Rotang, let your wife eat, bro. Let your wife eat, man. But shout out to him. Congrats on that. To the new addition. Grippo. What up, Grippo? Grippo, he did not take the win. He lost decision to Max Hansen. Max Hansen, super tough guy. I'm trying to get my boy Jeff to do a rematch. Come on, man. Come on, Jeff. You need to get out here in these social media streets. Anyway, he says, grateful to have been surrounded by some incredible people, and especially Kevon and Ness. I look back on this trip fondly because of the time spent with these two. Gianni, it might be time to switch over from off of that ecological, bro. You think so? I think so. It's time to leave. It's time to leave Kevon out of here. That's his wife, man. That's his wife. I can't remember her name though. He used to date Stamp Fairfax, but then he got with a different lady. Gianni, I think it's time to ditch ecological, bro. Yeah, ditch that ecological, bro. Sorry, Kevon. We got no music over here. We have no audio. Yeah, shout out to Gianni. I like seeing him, you know. He's kind of like one of the only guys that competed around the same time as me that's still around. So, you know, I'm always happy to see him out here. I think it is time to get out of the ecological training, but, you know, that's just me. That's just me. We had a lot of stuff going on. You had BJJ Stars. You had Who's Number One. It's too much to cover, bro. Nice. Got the Congolese, I guess, team working. Look at judo. We got some judo on here. Is this the judo episode? We have Fabricio Andre doing some throws. We got some cross training with the Congolese and the Japanese. So that's awesome, bro. I always forget how international judo is. Judo's super international. Jiu-jitsu, yeah, we kind of, you know, we get in there too. JH says, not sure I could date a fighter. Well, Tracy Cortez, although they are good looking, they may be a bit too tough for me or have egos. Yeah, they tough. You know, any girl that's fighting out there, she's going to be tough. She's been through some stuff. Woo, them girls be fighting. They be fighting demons out there.
Content is always so fresh. Like, it feel like, do you have like a whole bunch of people working for you? What is going on here? Because why does your content seem so much better than most MMA fighters?
First off, shout out, I have one content guy that helps me manage everything. His name's Ronan.
Yep, that's me he's talking about. Hi, I'm Ronan, and over the past 3 years, I've helped Bo grow a massive combat sports personal brand, amassing to over 1.2 million followers across platforms and getting millions and millions of views. We made content to build his audience so he could get bigger sponsorships, build his own companies, and promote his own fights. Along the way, I've also helped generate organic content for companies like Jocko Fuel, Better, and First Form. They not only were super dope videos, but also generated views. But then I realized something, that a lot of combat sports...
That's nice. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are out there, I know a lot of, you know, business owners, you need some marketing. Get on that marketing arm. Get them Gen Z marketers on your team. Yeah, so yeah, be careful of those MMA girls. You know, I'm not saying I'm speaking from experience, or maybe I am. Who knows?
Can definitely give you the momentum to get onto these big shows. Like here I am doing the Who's Number One against a big name, and they're gonna most likely announce my name as a PGF champion. So it's a great opportunity for you, and there's a lot of cameras, a lot of media over there too, and so many matches, high-level matches to be had. This is a great opportunity for you. You cannot find any small excuse to quit, okay? Stay in there unless something's literally falling off your body, okay? You guys can do it. Well, guys, PGF can definitely give you the momentum.
Them guys gonna die out there in PGF. So you guys know, look, what does it say? 3 months of war, 4 teams, 150 matches. Them dudes all gonna be messed up. It's a survival game. Who can survive the 3 months? Good luck, everybody. It's Hunger Games over there. I'm a little too old for that. I'll be over there day one. My knee a little sore. neck be tweaked up the first couple matches, I'll be done. We got some bad news. It says 1 week after a KO victory, One Championship Super Bowl is heading to defend Thailand in a rising military conflict with Cambodia. So I don't know exactly what's going on over there, but I have seen some videos. If you guys know more, let me know what's going on over there. It seems to be some military conflict between Thailand and Cambodia. I don't know. I mean, they're basically, to me, the cultures are super similar. You know, they're right next to each other. So hopefully they stop fighting. You know, there's too much going on in this world to be fighting everybody and each other. We got Ben Kuzel over here. If you guys don't remember Ben Kuzel, we did a couple stories on him. He's the fight sports kid that got paralyzed, but look at him. He's over here doing it, bro. He's still staying active and doing what he can. So if he doesn't give up, you guys don't give up. Look at him, man. He over there playing, bro. Look at that. It's the roller rugby or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But, man, shout out to him, bro. He's still living his life, man. We got so many. Look at those tabs, guys. Fabricio Andre, he did not take home the win, but look at this. He got the kiss. He did win. He's winning, guys. I'm jealous. He got 5,000 reais. What is that? What is that in American units? It's $500? No way. Let's see. That is almost $900. So that's good. That's nice. That's a nice little bit of money right there. He didn't win. He didn't win the match, but he had a good showing. And he got the kiss. Look at him, man. He living his life. Unfortunately, our boy Buchecha did not win his match. I did not see it. If you guys saw it, let me know what happened. I was a little worried that, I think he had a bigger, larger record. He definitely had more experience than Buchecha. And Quan, where's Quan at? He was defending. He said this was a fair match. I said they were setting up my man Buchecha. So Buchecha just took his first L in his UFC debut. So I don't know what to say. They can always give you an easier match. Quan over there celebrating because his cousin won his match. But I think the UFC could have taken better care of my man Buchecha. But hopefully he doesn't get cut from the organization immediately. So I'm hoping they give him a couple more fights. Says MMA guru sounding more and more reasonable that he could be a top 15 heavyweight. So, Quan, do you think that was a fair match? They threw Buchecha to the top 15 heavyweight. Quan gonna defend UFC, but I'm not defending UFC. Quan has to defend UFC. Let's see. That's sad, bro. I'm sad. I want to Buchecha to. I'm not saying he should have an easy match, but come on, welcome in there with a good match. Don't give him the top 15, dude. Buchecha ain't fought in 2 years. Why are you giving him a top 15? Where's Quan at to defend UFC? Quan, you on here, bro? Quan said he's celebrating. Bro, so many tabs. We talk about what is that? Collegiate grappling with USA Grappling. I still owe them some money. I got to pay for my background check. They're adding new teams. I believe they added some teams in Georgia. They added Sacramento State Jiu-Jitsu Club. So if you guys don't know, Jiu-Jitsu's become a collegiate club sport. So they've been adding teams. Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. They got University of Virginia. Is that on the same one? They got University of Florida. Okay, they added some teams now. Emory Eagles. Okay, they got some Georgia teams over here. I believe Georgia Tech over there too. Who else over there? So we'll see what happens. So now they can do intercollegiate tournaments. I believe, I forget whose rules they use, but it should be pretty exciting, you know. So if you guys are nearby any schools, I suggest you get, you register yourself as a coach, register yourself as a team under USA Grappling, or an athlete under USA Grappling. Got Master Carlos Gracie.
Today is a special day because we recognize those guys that worked for Jiu-Jitsu for so many years. The effort they did for becoming here today seems that they never give up.
It's super grateful to be a part of something like this. It's changed my life for the better. Just like Master Carlos was saying, don't give up through anything and everything. Just triumph.
He said all a black belt is a white belt that didn't quit.
Jiu-Jitsu is not a race, right? Jiu-Jitsu is a journey. So enjoy the time that you're on the mat. Use the tools that Jiu-Jitsu have to better your life.
Master Carlos pointed the direction, he paved the way, and he gave us all the tools we needed to succeed. I just can't thank him enough for the trust, for the support throughout all these years. I don't see myself ever being burned out, being overwhelmed, or wanted to quit in there. There's something that I want to live the rest of my life, something that you led us, you've been leading us all this way, and it's such a great to have such an inspiration, such a leadership come from you, Master. It's just a pleasure and a privilege to be a part of this organization, this family that we call Gracie Barra.
What's crazy is that Moneyberg's never gonna experience that, Jake Shields kind of, and those other people, Mikey and those other guys, they kind of took that experience away from Moneyberg. He's never going to have that camaraderie with, different people from different walks of life. He's never, put the blood, sweat, and tears into the sport. He's never had people, had to develop discipline and, resilience. He's never lost. Moneyberg never lost. Look at him. He's all ego, right? Completely all ego. So when we're always defending jiu-jitsu and telling you, hey, don't do it the way Moneyberg did it. He didn't do it the right way. He really missed the whole point of doing jiu-jitsu, really. When I look at these guys being celebrated and they have a community, and it's not just all yes men, it's not just people that you paid to be around you. There's people that are different than you would never meet over there in that gym. So it's really a disservice to Moneyberg. So, whenever I keep talking about it, it's because I've been through that. Everybody in jiu-jitsu is going through that. There's times, hey, your friends got promoted, you didn't get promoted. There's times where you're stuck at a belt for a minute or two. And, there's been times when you wanted to quit. Everybody been there, except for Moneyberg. You didn't have time to feel like you wanted to quit. You just gave more money. When he wanted to quit, that's when he got his black belt. All right, Jake Shields, I'm tired of training. Give me my black belt now. So yeah, don't do what Moneyberg did because it's a disservice to yourself and to the art form. Josiah, what's up, bro? Happy Magic Monday. He says, dog, I can't believe Gianni Grippo lost. Well, Grippo's good, but Max he's been on a tear lately. He did really well, I believe, at No-Gi Pants last year and some other tournaments. So, and he doesn't train ecologically. I'm telling Gianni to get out of there. Get out of Bodega, Gianni. Sorry, Kevon. Gianni probably do better coming to Max. Get out of there, Gianni. Ecological don't work. Oh, we got what's that guy's name? Cole Miller.
I just always followed along, and after high school, in my college years, I went into a place in Macon, very small little club, and I just started training. And 6 months later, I had my first 2 amateur fights in the same night, and I won those fights, and I was just, this is what I want to do. I started training with the best team in the world. I made it onto the Ultimate Fighter. I then made it into the UFC, and I had a 10-year career. And I just always followed along. And
shout out to Cole Miller. He's kind of a sleeper dude. You know, he's over there in Macon, Georgia, I believe, but he's still good. He had some of the best jiu-jitsu back in the day. Someone says, I was at the small gym in Macon, and I can tell you that Cole was a sponge who learned from everyone and that he worked hard and got better faster than most of the rest of us because of it. By the time he left, he absolutely needed to go to a higher level team if he was going to keep leveling up. So did he go to ATT or somewhere, or BTT? Somewhere. But I remember him being like one of the better jiu-jitsu guys from back in the day. Josiah says, bro, I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu the right way. Haven't trained martial arts since 2004. Well, it's different than 2004. I will say that there's a lot more technique than 2004. You know, 2004, X-Guard, you're like, what is this X-Guard thing? But now we're doing barambolos. We're doing everything. Just take it easy. Go slow. Let your body develop, you know, into the sport. I see a lot of people starting, they go all in. They go on 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times a week. Just build yourself slowly into it. You know, 1, 2 times a week max. Hit that beginner's class. Even if you still remember what to do, get in that beginner's class, do that warm up, you know, do them rolls, do them backwards rolls, do the shrimping. Just have some patience, bro. Everybody wants to be good fast, and you know, jiu-jitsu ain't the right sport for that. Unless you got a lot of money, then you won't be good fast, but you'll get your belts fast. So back to Rod Tang, you know, there he is with his wife. As far as I know, she is not a fighter. Maybe she knows a little bit of Muay Thai, but she's not a fighter like some of his ex-girlfriends. But he's happy, bro. He got a baby, man. He's happy, man.
If you're afraid of making content, put this in perspective. Tuesday, May 13th, I had 696 followers on Instagram, and I had 186 posts. I started in September of 2024. If this tells you anything, I am now only starting to build traction because I didn't miss a day. I kept going. So if you're like, oh, this isn't for me after like 2 weeks, brother, I didn't stop, and now look where I am. Like, hang on. Like, Caesar, you remember when I had 600 followers?
Yeah.
Exactly. And he convinced me to still keep going. So dude, trust me, you get better. It gets better. I'm only now building traction. Same thing in life, same thing with jiu-jitsu, same thing with content. Everyone quits. If you don't quit, you'll start to win. I'm only now starting to win. So combat athletes, I keep saying it, I know y'all are getting really mad at me, but just start. And if you need my help, I'm thinking about trying to teach combat athletes how to start social media. If you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, share, and follow. If you're afraid...
That's good advice from the Gen Z. Josiah says, I trained in boxing and judo, but I was forced to leave both due to my abusive... Oh, okay. My cousin is a coral belt, and he told me to learn jiu-jitsu. Well, go train with your cousin, man. Shout out to my cousin, Big Rob. He's recovering now. He had a medical emergency a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, train, man, and, like, you know, just no ego. Most people are pretty chill nowadays. It ain't 2004. Most people at the gym, they just regular people, bro. They got regular jobs, got their kids, they got their husband, whatever they got. You know, they don't want to do the warm-up. Says, bro needs to use some of that money to get a battery for a smoke detector. Oh, was it going off? Nah, he added that sound for effect, bro. He added that in. That's Gen Z right there. But yeah, you know, you can do whatever you want nowadays. You don't need to do crazy stunts like Craig Jones. You could do long-winded posts like Jordan Burroughs and John Danaher. Some people like to post art. Some people like to post... I'm doing my live stream right now. That's my content right there. Some people do instructionals. Some people do breakdowns. You don't even need to be in the video for the breakdown. Says, I gotta admit, I gotta learn again from scratch. Been years since I last trained. Yeah, you know, just go slow, man. From the hood, yeah, that's right. You know, just take it easy, go slow. Get through that warm up. That warm up, that's the thing that get people. That warm up, you know. That warm up be getting people. So just get through the warm up. Yeah, just get through that warm up. Stay hydrated, you know, man. Listen, just take it easy, man. We got Baron Bozo. Oh no.
Okay, am I good to go? No, your gi is green.
So if you guys don't know, if you guys don't know, if you compete in jiu-jitsu just like in judo, you got to get through the gi checker. So they check your gi and everything, and you cannot wear a green gi. Only blue, black, or white, guys. Shout out to Baron Bozo. She's doing good. She's doing better than me on the competition circuit. I'm a little jealous over here, so she's doing good. Judo fanatics.
2008 Beijing Judo Olympic champion, plus 100 kilo, youngest and smallest in the history. And 2006, 2008 All Japan Judo champion, also youngest in the history. I'm going to explain judo grip, and in judo match, it is 70% depends on judo grips. And judo grips is really important. I hope you guys learn from my introduction video.
You guys know Satoshi Ishii. He trains at New Wave, Kingsway, whatever the name is. And I think he's going to be in the new Smashing Machine movie with The Rock. He fights MMA, Judo Olympic champion too. So pretty accomplished guy. We got our man Ben Askren over here. So it's crazy how skinny he is, If you guys don't know, Ben Askren had double lung replacement. Not the easiest surgery. I'm gonna go ahead and say viewer discretion advised. Viewer at if you squeamish or if you're eating lunch over here, don't maybe go and turn off the camera. But it's a major surgery. Even Gary V's over there. Jordan St. Pierre says, "Let's go, Ben. You've climbed Everest once. You'll climb it again." Yeah, I mean, at least he's back. He's back training. He's back doing what he can. I don't know if he'll be able to wrestle ever again. I could be wrong. He's also on immunosuppressants. So again, guys, viewer discretion advised. Okay, we're gonna look at some videos with him.
What's up, guys? Update number 5. Been home for 4 days now. It's awesome. Sleep in my own bed, eat my own food, hang out with my family. It's great. That being said, I still got so many physical challenges to deal with. I'm still down about 35 pounds from where I should be. I gotta walk with a walker. I can't walk. This 5 pound weight, this is actually hard for me to curl, right? And right before I had to go to the hospital, like in this video right here, I was feeling strong. I was probably curling like 45 pounds, something like that, and definitely wasn't using a walker. I was probably out doing hill sprints. And so, we go back to the Stockdale paradox I was talking about. I am where I am right now, but I'm gonna be somewhere different in a month, right? I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna get better. And so why can't you too? What are you waiting for, right? There's barely anyone in the world that's in low physical condition with me right now. I can walk with using a walker. I can do a 5 pound curl. It's pathetic. I totally understand that. But it doesn't matter where I'm starting. I'm going to finish somewhere different. And so some of you guys who aren't getting started, get your butt moving. Get started. Hey, I got a long way to go. Maybe you do too. Let's make it happen. What's up, guys? Update number 5.
All right, that's pretty inspirational. My man said, what are you waiting on? Get your butt up, get moving, start that training, start training jiu-jitsu, start that new job, start studying in that new field. What are you waiting on? Yeah, what are you guys waiting on? Get started, guys. Come on. Ben Askren over here, he over here telling you guys to do it. So shout out to him, that just shows you life can change in a heartbeat. Your whole life, your whole situation can change. So I don't care how much money you got or how much, whatever you think you got, that can change. So that's awesome, man. Shout out to him. We got some football players wrestling a little bit, you know. Where's the sound at? Where's my sound at, man? No sound over here, but you see the football players wrestling. You know, football players hate wrestling, really. Everybody's seen the football player go out for the wrestling, you know, go for the wrestling club, and then they're like, this is too hard. So not much we can say about that. But look, I like, you know, the wrestlers that do play football, they all good. I ain't never seen a wrestler that did football that wasn't good. You know, they are not coordinated, but why ain't they coordinated on the ground? Nelly, I saw your message, bro. I have to check it out in a little bit. What'd you guys say? I want to start cold approaching women, but they always get scared. Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna focus on jiu-jitsu. That's my expertise. You got Moneyberg. Moneyberg got a course for you, bro. You got $5,000, $5,000. Well, Moneyberg got a course for you on how to do that. I don't have no course for you. All I got is some inspirational words. We got type in NFL lineman against Strickland. Oh, I need to check that out. But let me finish what I'm doing. Look how many tabs I got up. Let me switch it real fast. Look how many tabs I got. I'm not veering off this show one bit. I got too many tabs. I'm trying to knock those tabs out. Says bro took him to the cleaners. Well, yeah. I mean, this is a different sport, different musculature, you know, different nervous system going on. Yeah, Moneyberg got that $5,000 course for you, bro. So we got Carter Storace over here. My man got kicked out of Happy Valley. Now he over there training with Coach Casey or is his name Cal? I think his name's Cal. Coach Cal. There's too many Coach Cals and there's too many Coach Caseys out here. But it looks like he's doing good over there at training labs. I don't know where Storace is going. Who's going to take Storace? Isn't he under investigation or something? No clue where Storace going to go. My man went from 5-time NCAA champion to being on probation. You know, I don't know. I hope I don't meet Storace in real life. He might come after me. No diddy. We'll see what he's up to, man. I don't know what he's up to. I just hope he stay out of trouble and he leave everybody alone. Leave everybody alone, Storace. Yeah, he's over here. What they got to say? Where's my dudes in the comments? It says looking like a beast, studs all day. We need Carter and Kazmat training in the garage together. Where's Pat Downey at to talk about Storace? He giving Storace a day off today? Yeah, I hope Storace stays out of trouble, guys. He need to. Workers Crunch says, if you were about to be thrown into the World Championship, what are the top 3 concepts you would choose to immediately be absorbed into your mind and help you in the tournament? I mean, nothing you're going to do there immediately going to help you. What 3 concepts? You know what? I'm going to say it's not really concepts that are going to help you get there. It's more strategy. Because everybody's kind of similar level. You know, you get to the Worlds, everybody's super skilled. It's more so strategy, like very strategic things, and you know how to score, how to maximize your points. Case in point, watch. There's a couple matches you can watch. You can watch. Actually, the best match to watch is Andy Murasaki. Watch that match. Skill wise, pretty even. You know, technique pretty even. Everything even. Almost all the guys are pretty even at that point. And usually it's just the strategy. I'm saying at black belt. You know, maybe at the lower belts there might be some concepts. You know, blue belt and purple belt and stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, it's strategy. Who's ever the best strategist is going to win, unless you're tying in or someone who can stun on everybody. But usually you got to have good strategy. You got to be sharper. Yeah, it's really no concepts that you got everything basically a black belt. Something research. Did I spell that? Abby Versace? I don't know what that means. Let's listen to this dude. Yeah, I don't think there's any concepts that really is that, everybody's skilled. All the competitors, even at the lower belts, they're pretty skilled. It might be some technical things you can work on, but you can get through. You don't need as much technique to win. I used to think you needed all the technique in the world, but realistically, if you master a couple of positions, think of someone like Jansen Gomez. He's good at what he does, and the other stuff he can just bypass it. Andy Murasaki, the lightweight final. The black belt lightweight final. And even nowadays, you might think you're doing well, but even during his match, they were taking points off. They're listening to the referee in the earpiece. They were taking points away. So yeah, I'm not sure what concepts you would need to win. I haven't won a world championship, so I can't really say. It's tough, man. Usually, it's like you fighting for that advantage. You fighting for 1 or 2 advantages, really. Murasaki. Japanese Brazilian kid. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Your coach shows you a move, then you drill it super slow, and then you roll. This looks good when you're slow drilling it, but under pressure, it fails. Why not start with a positional round, then give both players a broad objective when you're playing the positional round, like stay on top and hold the bottom player down, make them post hands, etc. And then when your students start to play and start moving and resisting and running into issues, then show the technique. Now they have context as to why that technique will help them achieve their objective in that specific positional round. The Filthy Hobbyist community is live. If you want access, comment the word filthy below. But you only have 9 more hours before the window closes, so you gotta get it now. Here's the problem with the traditional approach. Your coach shows you a move, then you drill it super slow, and then you roll. This looks good when you're slow drilling it, but under pressure, it fails. Why not start with a positional round, then give both players a broad objective when you're playing the positional round, like stay on top and hold the bottom player down, make them post hands, etc. And then when your students start to play and start moving and resisting and running into issues, then show the technique. Now they have context as to why that technique will help them achieve their objective in that specific positional round. The Filthy Hobbyist community is live. If you want access, comment the...
These guys quick to sell you on the program, huh? Ain't they quick to sell you on the program? He basically told you what to do. You don't need the program unless you just... But is it... So he's suggesting like an ecological approach, but then buy the course where he tells you how to teach the ecological course, but then he says that that's not how you should teach people. I see a lot of like, what's the word? I'm not, where is that? Like things aren't really making sense, Let's see. Seems like a mix of ecological and traditional approaches. Yeah. My thing is most times the coach is showing you techniques. A good coach is showing you techniques based off what they've been watching, they've experienced. Good coaches are observing the class, and then usually that technique they suggest to you is the technique that you need. So usually I'm thinking, me, for example, okay, what do I show? Okay, well, a lot of the students are having issue with so-and-so. Okay, let's focus on that. If you're very, some people are proactive learners. They do really well ecologically. Some people just really good at problem solving. Some people, okay, they know what they do exactly. But other people, they don't learn that way. I see a lot of people, they need to be walked through the technique, especially new people, brand new people. Some new people, sometimes you get an athletic person. Okay, they can kind of move around. They ain't thinking about nothing, but they can move around and be tough. Other people need, okay, how do I do this? What do I do? I need to put my foot on the floor and move my hips back. How do I do that? Like, so I think an ecological approach it does serve a purpose. You know, I'm going to say positional sparring does serve a purpose. But I mean, ultimately, you got to learn the technique. You got to drill the technique. You go to wrestling, you go to judo. I assure you, they drilling the technique. Some of that stuff you can't do ecologically. You're going to get bombed on your head ecologically. My neck. I never learned how to break fall. I didn't figure it out ecologically. So I don't know why. I think a lot of these guys have ADHD, so they just want to get right into the mix of stuff. But I think you need to take your time, drill the techniques. I tell people to drill the technique. I be drilling the technique. But a lot of these people, they're not really focused. I noticed that with a lot of ecological people. They got ADHD. They can't focus on one thing. They can't do something deliberately. And I do like positional sparring. I think it's a crutch though. You know, if you can't teach, you can positional spar. If you ain't got nothing to teach, you can at least set up the positional spar. But certain details, it's like you need to know. Or sometimes you like, say you're training with one of the best people in the world. You're training with Rafa Mendes or Lucas Lepre or Marcelo. Like, I want to know every little detail. Okay, why are you doing this way? Okay, he did that. Oh my God, why? Oh my God. Some of this stuff you would never figure out. If you leave people to their own devices, you know, they never going to figure it out. It says true. Coaches know what's up already from reading the room. Yeah, so you know, a lot of these guys, they came up in different schools where, you know, the coach was probably didn't know, shouldn't have been teaching, and, you know, teaching some random stuff. That used to happen back in the day. People used to teach random stuff back in the day. But now the coach, I will say some coaches have gotten really good. They know exactly what you need to work on. They've experienced, you know, if you work with enough beginners, I know exactly, okay, they're going to have trouble with this, trouble with that. Let's work on that first. Yeah, they do have ADHD. He looks like you got ADHD. And they trying to sell you on this course. You don't need that course, bro. So, you know, so if you're proactive, you could probably figure out your own system. You probably need to figure out your own system if you're a good coach. Again, you can get as specific as you want. That comes with experience and having knowledge. You know, people like Jason Ryle, John Thomas, you know, they can make whatever specific training you want. But I assure you, they also show the technique. You kind of need to be hitting on every angle, really. If you're a good coach, you're showing things. You're doing positional sparring. You're doing technique. You're doing some drilling. You're doing some free rolling. You're doing some guided rolling. You should be doing everything. Why limit yourself to one, you know, methodology? It makes no sense to me. You know, and sometimes everybody's bored ecological. Let's do more traditional. Or let's do this. Let's do that. I don't see this happening in judo or wrestling. You know, I don't really see that happening in those sports. It's only jiu-jitsu. But also in jiu-jitsu, people don't even want to warm up. I just want a positional spar. I want to do ecological. They don't want it. They don't even want to warm up. They don't know how to do a forward roll, backwards roll, break fall. So I see a lot of these ecological people. They spoil brats, basically. They want to do what they want to do. They don't want to listen to the coach. A lot of people, they don't want to listen to their coach. They just want to do what they want to do. They know better. They got all the answers. They listen to Gordon Ryan. They listen to Kevon. They listen to Greg Saunders. They don't need to listen to their own coach, which is fine. You know, go do your own thing. I got riled up. Sorry, guys. We got some more schools. Oh, wait, this is wrestling. Does that have music?
Recruit in the class of 2027, and he's about to be contacted by...
I'm just playing all the music today. I don't care. Josiah says, let me play this first, Josiah.
From Super 32 to Ironman, he's a world medalist, he's the number 3 recruit in the class of 2027, and he's about to be contacted by college coaches for the very first time. But that's not the only reason we're driving straight from Final X to Pennsylvania. The Bachman household has been an urban wrestling legend for a long time, as it's the origin of the Basement Boys. Who are the Basement Boys, and how did a tight-knit group of grinders help turn Faith Christian into the number 1 high school wrestling team in America? We're going to try to find out. All right, you've seen our recruiting videos before with Bo Bassett, Jax Forrest, Anthony Knox. It's become a little bit of a tradition, but this year was different because Final X was on June 14th, and June 15th is the first day that college coaches can call, which means tonight at midnight, college coaches are gonna start calling the top recruits in the class of 2027. Final X literally just wrapped up. I'm not even done packing up my stuff to leave yet. We are 2 hours away from the Bachman brothers. It's 9:18 right now, which means if I stop talking to you and pick up the camera and leave, we can make it just in time to see what college coaches contact them tonight. Let's go. I can't just leave this here. Let's go. You guys are moving slow. Oh, how's Final X?
Oh man, the PJ Duke thing is, he said it's like a wrestling, like, where were you when?
Yeah.
Oh man, Final X is crazy. Unreal.
Your voice is gone.
But we got, yeah, my voice is gone, but we gotta go.
38 minutes from when coaches can call. We're at the Bachman house. Joe and Fred Bachman are two of the top recruits in the country. Fred gonna be a sophomore next year. Joe finishes his sophomore year right now, so he'll be a junior next year. One of the top recruits in the class. He's already age level world medalist. He's a Super 32 champ, Ironman champ. The guy's done just about everything, but some people haven't seen him as much on the USA circuit because he competes for Puerto Rico. And by the way, one of the top wrestlers on the #1 high school wrestling program in the country, Faith Christian. This is one of the best recruits that not everybody knows about, but I think that's about to change. Everything I've heard is that the Bachman basement was like a hub for insane training when these boys were young. I don't know how many kids are here. It sounds like a lot just from standing out for 30 seconds. I expect we're gonna see a little bit of testosterone in here once we get in the door.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good, good to see you.
How's it going?
Everything good?
How you feeling?
Good.
What time is it?
Shoot, I don't know. 11:25.
Who's all here right now?
A lot of my training partners and friends. Some of them want to get calls tonight too.
It's a full house. Is this a normal weekend for you guys?
Every weekend.
Every weekend, like this?
yeah.
Would you mind showing me your basement? I've heard a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
stories about
I got you. So right here, the original Basement Boys. So a lot of them play set states or even won it. This is like the original people.
I don't know about that Basement Boys name. Does anybody remember the Choke Boys? Let me know in the chat if you guys remember the Choke Boys.
Like the OGs, I guess.
So you guys would train in the basement? That's why you're the Basement Boys?
The basement right here. And back there, that's like called the dungeon. Because like if you got in trouble, you're going back there and you're like going through live. Yeah, this is where we are training like 30 kids at one time. But like
what? 30 kids in here?
Yeah.
How do you guys do that?
Just be safe, I guess. We were just little at the time, but yeah, we were just running into each other a lot.
You got any crazy stories about this place?
Just a lot of training, maybe like 8-hour days down here.
Yeah, 8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours. My dad would run it, so it would be like the same practice, but if a coach came, it would be more technique. But if my dad ran it, you wouldn't want him to run it. Like, it would just be like a lot of hard drilling and a lot of live and conditioning.
In the early years, I would say it was like almost like a fight club.
Really?
Like, yeah, like it was, but it taught him a lot.
So at the beginning, you guys didn't really know the sport. It was just like throw them in there and let them get after it, or what?
I wrestled a little bit. I coached a couple years, and like I watched a lot of film, and YouTube's out there right now, so I'm pretty good at watching the video and teaching technique. But I can't like correct mistakes or anything like that. That's like, not a thing. So that was pretty much it. Like, but we were very intense, very.
That's how the ecological coaches are nowadays. They don't know nothing. I actually didn't learn any technique. Yeah, how are you gonna teach? You learn no technique. All you learned was ecological games. Isn't that a big downside? Oh, I only learned ecologically. I didn't learn any techniques. I don't know what to teach.
Competitive.
Are you excited about tonight?
Yeah, really excited.
I didn't expect there to be that many people upstairs.
Neither did I.
Will the first school that called you like hold any special significance in your mind?
No. I'm going there to be the best version of that as possible, so I'm not gonna really think, oh, you called me first, so I'm gonna go there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It'll be my first call, but in the end, like, how is it gonna build me as a person? How's it gonna build me as a wrestler?
Are any of the OG Basement Boys here?
Yeah, the O'Neill brothers. My brother here, Basement Boy.
You got any Basement Boy stories?
I just remember being down there. It was a lot of people, a small room.
OG Basement Boy?
OG Basement Boy.
He said you used to spend a lot of time in the dungeon, though.
I was always in the dungeon.
Why were you always in the dungeon?
Because I was the fat guy.
What initiated it was me and Matt O'Neill's dad. We were at a tournament, and I don't want to name the wrestler's name, but the dad, he took it to pretty good to little Matt and little Freddie, and he was like, yeah, beat him like you did last week. And we looked at each other like, That's not going to happen again. So next week, all I did was mat the wall. There was no weights or anything like that. We matted the walls. Ray Kenny was there. Sean Kenny. I was like, yo, you want to come? That Friday night, the 6 of us showed up right here. And all of a sudden, Jack Consiglio, Adam Wooders, Anthony Mutarelli. We probably had over 1,500 wrestlers here in a 10-year period. No less than 12 kids a night to like 30 kids a night.
Ever since we were all little kids, we'd be like 8 years old. We'd sleep over the night and do like 5 practices a day and then stay the night again. Like our parents would send us here for the weekend and it was like, oh, I'm going to the Bachman's house and you know you're just about to get run through the ground. I used to sleep on that couch over there every night and then we get to work in the morning in the basement.
This is my room and then we'll go up to my brother's room after this. All my accomplishments on this bed. I have nowhere else to put them really. It's like all my Super 32 belts, some right there. My state brackets right there. This is like when we used to have all these trophies.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This is like, but we gave them away at camps and stuff.
You give all the trophies away?
Yeah.
What I understand is they had so many that they were just gonna throw them away.
We're in the backyard.
Backyard of the box.
It's just raining.
And there's a tote. What the heck?
There's just trophies.
Just giant trophies everywhere.
There's another one right here. Another box of trophies. I don't know.
3 full yes. Oh my gosh.
Those are just the trash trophies.
Why did these trophies stay?
Tulsa obviously stays. Like it's like all the big tournaments. Like at the age I was at. So I don't know. I just like some of them too. Like I feel like I put enough effort in to just keep them.
If there's one trophy or medal in this,
Man, that's awesome, bro. So since I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu, how can my training partners help me get better outside of class? I mean, it's not their job to make you get better. I mean, you can work together. You know, maybe you can meet up after class and drill, or outside of class before or after the class and help you drill. I mean, it's not their job to help make you better. You got to be proactive. Hey, man, can we drill? Can we come a little bit earlier and drill? Can we work on what we did before, or can we work on the same stuff after class? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need some help. You can't do jiu-jitsu by yourself. You know, it's not judo or wrestling. You know, they be doing the shadow, well, more so wrestling. They be doing the shadow wrestling. But jiu-jitsu, you kind of need some partners, you know. You need someone to work your techniques on. I mean, they can help you. Shoot, you need someone to do the technique on. That's a big deal. They can show you moves. They can help correct you. You know. Thank you, bro. It says, bro, the breaking on ecological guys is too funny. Well, I mean, we've been doing positional sparring for a long time, and it's only now that they're trying to rebrand something that we've been doing forever, and they're charging you guys. I'm trying to help you guys. They over here trying to charge you for courses and join their Patreon and all this other crap. I'm telling you how to do all this stuff so you don't need them. Why you need to go on Patreon? Why you need to go to their course for them to tell you something you can figure out on your own? I'm trying to help you dudes out there. You guys gonna get scammed thinking you need the ecological. If you're starting out, you really don't need no ecological. You need the basics. You need the fundamentals. You need to do that warm up. That's more of a bigger deal than ecological learning. It's how TF do their students get such good results. Ecological guys or the wrestling guys? All the ecological people who did ecological and got good. You could say Gianni. Gianni was already a world champion, no-gi world champion, world pro champion before he did ecological. Corby Bros, they were already good before. The girl Alex, she was already good before. Who did ecological training only and got good? I'm waiting. Let me know in the comments, because I don't know anybody. All these dudes and girls already trained before. They did everything. They did every style of training, and now they doing ecological now. They're gonna switch to some training next week. He was already good before. I think these guys just having a coach that focuses on them just is what helped them get better. They were already good before, bro. Who else? Who started ecologically only and got good? I'm waiting to see. Maybe there might be some names I don't know. That's true. Them other dudes were already good before, though. I don't know, man. I'm with you. I don't think ecological itself is enough. Yeah, everything's supplementary. Again, you should be doing everything, really. Positional sparring, drilling. I assure, like, go to AOJ. I assure you, they are drilling the techniques. The kids, you see them kids drilling the technique all the time, and they might do an ecological game or so and so. And certain things, stand up wise, I don't think you can learn ecologically. You gonna try to do some ecological stand up, you're gonna get thrown on your head. Some of that stuff is dangerous. You got to drill. You need a crash pad. But shout out to these guys. They just said YouTube and figured it out. That's how they got good. Listen, you can get good. Anybody can get good with the right training. So you can get good with the wrong training. I think you just got to train. And, we focus so much on efficiency. What's the best method? And what did Ben Askren say? He said, just start. Just get started. And you'll figure it out, Just get started, That's the hardest thing, is just getting started. Talking about wrestling, Sammy Sasso just got fired from Lehigh University. So he didn't even start this job. We covered this story a while back, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He had just got hired for Lehigh University, but he got pulled over, I guess, while moving from Ohio or wherever he was moving to Pennsylvania. He got pulled over, and then they found guns and some maybe some drugs in there, some different types of drugs in there. So if you guys don't remember Sammy Sasso, he's the wrestler that got shot at. he got shot, and he couldn't wrestle anymore. There's a big story about it. To be honest, being good is just luck. I'm sure guys like Cade and Gordon would have been just as good regardless of how they started. And I'm sure you need the right factors. Supportive household. The Rotulos, they were super. They were doing jiu-jitsu. They were doing surfing, skateboarding. I'm sure all that stuff helped too. Gordon got really lucky. He had a guy like Gary Tonin to help drive him up to the city. If Gordon couldn't go up to the city and train with Danaher, he probably wouldn't be the Gordon that he is now. So if you look back, go watch some old Gordon videos. You can watch some old Gordon videos, and you watching him, you're like, he looks okay, but nothing crazy. But the right training partners, that goes a long way too. I think the kids in the other video, they had the right training partners, and a lot of training partners, so they could get good. It's a lot of factors. Luck plays a part in it. Your genetics, that plays a part. Your mindset, that plays a part. We got white belts after training. Yep, this is some of you guys. And with the Corby bros, I believe, are they twins? Or I think they're just, I don't know if they're twins or not. They look like they're twins. But just having a brother and sister, or brothers or twins or whatever, that's a super advantage. In jiu-jitsu, we got the Rotulo twins, we got the Meows, the Niwa twins, and then brother and sister pair, you got Adolfo and his sister. You have Anna Carolina, she's doing CJI. You had Mikey and Tammy. Who else was brother and sister? But man, that helped. That's already a big deal. Having that brother or sister to train with, the Mendez brothers, the what's the girls at AOJ? The three girls, the three sisters. The Finegro girls. Yeah, just having that brother or sister going to help you get good. You know, you got your training partner right there. You got your training partner right in your house whenever you want to drill or train. And even in wrestling, the Sanderson brothers, the Brands brothers. Who else had a brother? A lot of these guys had brothers and sisters. Thank you, bro. Yeah, a lot of these guys had brothers and sisters helping them train. I'm trying to think of some other ones. There's probably some more. I got so many tabs open, guys. It's terrible. This is the throw from earlier we saw.
Realmente trazendo todos os atletas do mundo inteiro. Todos os atletas do mundo inteiro.
Então, pessoal, a gente vai começar com uma pegada na manga agora. Eu vou fazer uma pegada na gola, dessa forma. Agora, minha mão esquerda vai atrás das costas dele dentro da gola. Agora, eu vou pisar pra dentro com a minha perna esquerda. Colocar o meu quadril. Alinhar meu quadril com o quadril. Agora só por aí, esticar meu joelho e tirar os pezinhos do chão. E terminar essa.
And listen, that's the Munez brothers. Yeah. The Jansen brothers. I forgot about those guys. Yeah. Who else out there? Yeah, the Jansen brothers. Who else is out there? The Hoshas. Jasmine and Achilles Hosha. Who else out there? There's probably some more. I can't think of none right now. We got Amika Galval. Should I push this one? Let me push this one back first. We'll come back to Mika. He's on the thumbnail, though. Gordon had his brother. Gordon, Nick, and Nicky Ryan, the Rodriguez brothers. Nicky Rod and J.
Our next athlete represents everything wrong with Florida. He's over 99 kilos, he's white, and he has cornrows. That is Marcin Machulovic. He is representing the Misfits Europe team. And surprise, surprise, a white guy with cornrows wants me to shout out an energy drink company, and I think it's called Shtik. And also, strangely enough, although I believe he lives in Poland, he's representing Alligator Fight Club. And that is your European representative at over 99 kilos. Get the fuck out of here before a gator gets me.
Oh, what's you got the Vieta brothers, Leo and Alessandri Vieta. Who else is out there? Oh, you got the Kyle Teja brothers, Kim Teja and Kyle Teja. AOJ over there taking over the kids. I keep telling you guys, focus on your kids program, but you guys don't listen to me. Focus on your kids program. Those are the world champions in the future, man. The kids. They need to send somebody over there to test them kids, though. Them kids looking too developed for their age. Adele Fornerino, she says, we're here to take over. We have such a depth of athletes in every single division. It's not like there's just two of us. There's a whole division, a whole ranking system of incredible athletes. They all deserve to have an opportunity out here, and we're not going anywhere. Is that she's talking about the Australians? Australians or who? There's also Danaher and Helena. Brother, no, Helena is Danaher's daughter. You didn't know that? Yeah, that's Danaher's daughter. Daddy Danaher had a daughter, and that's Helena. One of my favorite things about the women's BJJ community is that there is a near uniform belief in using any platform earned to help promote the entire sport and lift other women up. The girls stick together. The dudes don't care about each other, but the girls stick together. She's right. Women's BJJ is wildly deep, wildly fun, and wildly appealing to anyone who likes good jiu-jitsu. There is absolutely no reason we shouldn't be seeing booking and pay equity in 2025 and beyond. No matter what a minority of misogynists, that some of you guys are not nobody on my channel is a misogynist. We all like the female sports. You know, I support female wrestling, female volleyball, female. I support a lot of sports, you know. There's absolutely no reason we shouldn't see equity in 2025 and beyond, no matter what a minority of opinions are for some reason given outsized importance would have you believe. So yeah, I support all the ladies. Come on, let's get everybody. I want to see everybody, profiting. Oh shoot. What happened? Says the kids are all on. I don't know about that. We don't know what these kids are on. They can pass USADA, but just because you pass USADA doesn't mean you clean. No way that orange belt that caught me in the twister was natty. These kids, I don't know what these kids are. How are these kids? It'd be wild. The kids be 18, stronger than me. I've been grappling most of my life. The kid's stronger than me. Some bad news, unfortunately. We covered a little bit about Oliver Geddes. If you guys are in the UK, he's been a staple of the UK grappling scene. Also, a lot of coaching. He did a lot of coaching in the UK. I took a course from him in Sweden, like a refereeing course. So he's touched a lot of athletes, no diddy, in a positive way. And I believe this is his wife or his girlfriend. She says, the last 2 weeks have been absolutely devastating. After 4 rounds of chemotherapy, we received the heartbreaking news that the treatment hadn't worked. The tumors had grown instead of shrunk. We had no choice but to stop the chemo. 2 days ago, we moved into a hospice, that's pretty sad news. But through it all, Ali's spirit remains strong, kind, and full of light. I'm endlessly proud of him for how he fights, for how he smiles, and for how much he loves, how much love he continues to give. So, guys, keep Ali Geddes in your prayers. Again, he's had an impact on the sport. We think of people like Gordon Ryan, Craig Jones. This is the same old people. They be doing all the crazy stuff, but there's good people in this sport too that have done nothing but be, a shining example. I can't say that about too many people in this sport, but I think Oliver Geddes is one of those guys. So yeah, keep him in your prayers. Got a couple comments, a lot of hearts. Not much we can say. A lot of stuff is out of our hands. We see that with Ben Askren. We see that with Oliver Geddes. We see that with a lot of people, a lot of situations. A lot of things are out of our hands. So if that doesn't humble you, I don't know what will. We got Tariq over here. He's also in UK.
Trying to catch this reverse armbar here. Was a nice setup. Almost into like an arm saddle. Still there though. So you see how he brings his base close, which yes, he starts ripping the arm out. And that's the hard part about big people. So he manages to stand up, and from there I'm trying to X the far leg and knee bar. And to be honest, I think I overextended his knee a little bit, but he managed to rotate it, so then he got free.
God, dog, how'd he get out of that? That was tough. Whoo, bro, I got so many tabs open. Let me do a tab check so you guys can see. I'm cooked, guys.
And the place to have it. And you guys can all have it as well. John 3:16, go look it up.
God loves the world in this way, that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish,
but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe stands condemned already, because they have not believed in the name of God's one and only Son.
So we got Wagner over here. We'll look back at him. What's going on over here? Wait a second. Did you guys see that? I got some Neosporin in my eye. Did you guys see this? What is going on right here? Who is this guy? Why is he over there? I kind of feel like, fight sports. Let me zoom in over here. I feel like that's the evolution of ecological, because they do a lot of just sparring. I can't say they do a lot of technique. When you think of fight sports, do you think of technique? I just think of like a lot of sparring, maybe a lot of situational. So I think that's what ecological is going to look like at the end. I think that's what ecological, it's effective. It's effective. It works. But when you see Wagner, Hosha, and Cyborg, are you thinking, oh, that's super technical? I wish I wanted to replicate that. Is that what that's when I see that, that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, they're tough. They're going to scramble out of everything. But ain't no finesse. Ain't seen what was the technique at? So I think that's purely like the evolution of ecological. You're gonna be great at scrambling but like there's no like when you watch Marcelo Garcia or you watch Lucas Lepri or you watch Rafa Mendes or you watch any of the top people in the world, the top they got like this sharpness in their technique. It's very like a honed technique. That is just not you never see that with the fight sports people. Now the fight sports people are going to be effective. They are effective. They tough. They fight out of everything. Basically, you got to put them away to finish them. But I never in my life said, man, that fight sports person is very technical. How do they do that? How do they do that technique? No. So that's kind of, I think that's the evolution. That's what happens when you don't have a clear focus on your technique. You're not precise. Fight sports people ain't precise. They tough. They tough as nails. They tough, super tough. And that works sometimes. But nobody ever said, man, I wish I was like Cyborg. Man, I wish my jiu-jitsu was like Wagner Hosha's. Or I wish I could do what Achilles Hosha does. Has anybody ever said that or thought that? So it says surprise guest on the mats this week, J-Rod, dropped by VRMA for a tough training session. High-level rolls, great energy, and powerful wrestling exchanges. Always an honor. Didn't say nothing about technique. Always an honor to welcome athletes who elevate the room. Devontae says, I probably need an oxygen tank just watching those scrambles. And I don't know. I think there's a limit to scrambles. Let me push this back a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, bro, we got so many tabs open. So, more news. We got, let me just read it out loud. That's the best way. Diddy Rod, yep. The Goon Squad. Fight Sports, Fight Sports ain't got the best record either. They got a lot of history of some shady stuff. And J-Rod got a history of shady stuff, so maybe that's a good team for him to go to. He's going to fit right in. You're going to see Super J-Rod. J-Rod going to be bigger than Nicky Rod in no time. It says, maybe it was fate. I got the call. They said, we have a spot at 77 kg. Do you want to hop in? I couldn't participate in the first CGI. Let's go for the second one and look for that million for the team. So we got Mika Gaval. There's limits to scrambles. Yeah, eventually you just can't scramble. Eventually you're gonna need some technique at the highest level. You're gonna need some technique. So again, look at the top people. Who are the top people? Your Lucas Lepris, your Marcelos, your Rafa Mendez's, even Mika. Mika he scrambles, but he got his positions where he gonna like latch onto you. I think scrambling can get you very far. The thing is, you can't rely on scrambles. What's the point of that scramble? What's the guy better at scrambler than you? What are you going to do now? Eventually, somebody going to out-scramble your butt. Eventually, somebody going to be more athletic. I can't scramble. He more athletic than me. I should have focused on that technique. Or they're stronger than you. What are you going to do? What's the whole point of martial arts? The whole point of martial arts is using the technique. Yeah, you use the technique to help you finish. That's scrambling. You twist your ankle. I can't scramble no more. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Scrambling can take you very far. Your athleticism can take you very far. But it doesn't seem like the very top of the top people. They're athletic, but they have technique. Like, say you took their athleticism away, their technique will still be there. Lucas Lepre, you take his athleticism away, I assure you, he's still going to be a nightmare to deal with. Hoffa Mendez, take his athleticism away, they still good. They ain't jump. They can jump around when they need to, but they beating you with technique. Marcelo beating you with some technique. He scrambled a little bit too, but he still got technique at the end of the day. Just about all your favorite grapplers. Hodger Gracie. Did Hodger Gracie ever out-scramble people? Think about Hodger Gracie. Was Hodger Gracie out-scrambling people? Nah, he beat them with fundamentals. Hodger Gracie beat everybody with some closed guard. Hodger said, screw all this crap. I'm beating you with some fundamental jiu-jitsu from beginner's class. And that's I'm not saying that's going to be what everybody should aim for, but everybody should aim for some technique. Especially as you get older. You think you're going to be jumping around like Cyborg in your 40s? Well, not in your 50s. It says, does Mika Galvão as the new wave wild card spot make them a heavy favorite? Yeah, it does. It's not fair to win the Millie. Who would you want to see them match up with first? Tynan? Cade? The greatest, most dangerous athlete has signed to the new wave. All other athletes signed their contracts. Bad decision. They can't back out now. Craig Jones at Who's Number One? 29 announcement. Oh, did he do an announcement there? I missed that announcement. John Darth Danaher somehow brought Mika to the dark side. I would love to hear all that conversation went. Mr. Mika Galvão. He offered Helena. That's how he got Mika. He offered Helena to him. He offered Helena. We offer up Helena to you, Mr. Mika Galvão. They offered Helena. They offered up Helena. Mika like his girls. He liked the American girls. I think she's Serbian, but same thing. He liked them European girls. Mika liked them European. He liked them strong European girls. He don't like the weak girls. He like a girl with some muscle on her.
Try to get me in a room, yeah. Everybody wanna talk, why? Always coming with the tunes. They know I'ma take it far, right? Something I already knew, yeah. Never knew you drove cars, nah. They been saying it's a fluke, this is not a false alarm, nah. Did it and I never saw my soul. The devil never gonna hold me close. You can put that on the Holy Ghost.
We got Joseph Chin. He's going to be representing 77 kg for B Team. One of the brightest young phenoms in the sport. Joseph is known for his flawless technique, high-level IQ. The thing is, Joseph can read. Anybody in jiu-jitsu that can read has a high IQ. And lethal submission game. So shout out to Joseph Chin. We'll see how he does. Pato said he passed USADA too. I mean, USADA actually testing these dudes? USADA, what kind of tests you doing on these people? Workers Crunch says Mika likes husky. He likes the husky girls. He got a type, man. I don't know. Oh, is this what he about to say? He about to say something on here?
What's up, guys? I'm here to invite all of you guys to come watch the WNO 29 in Miami tomorrow. So, and also Saturday will happen the BJJ store. So we're gonna be a full weekend of grappling. If you guys like, just like me, just come and watch on for grappling. And also soon I wanna return to WNO stage, and comment below which one and which division you guys want to see me and fight with. What's up, guys? I'm here to invite all of you guys to come watch the WNO 29 in Miami tomorrow. So, and also Saturday. Fala, galera.
They got all these guys doing promo work. And nobody does real marketing anymore. It's just promo on social media. We got a homegirl. Do I have another post of hers? A-Rod. I'm not too happy with A-Rod's behavior over here. Let me find a better post. I think I had a different one. Bro, my man taking all the supplements. Mika did get hit by USADA. He did get hit. USADA did catch him. Didn't catch no other dudes, but they caught him.
Eita. E coroa, deu ruim. O Ramon tá ligando pra gente aí.
Quem que tá ligando?
O irmão.
Ah, resolve tuas broncas aí, já te falei pra te parar de arrumar essas confusão, pô.
Fala, meu irmão. E aí, a gente vai resolver isso aí em tatame ou o quê? Peraí. O quê? Botar no teu time? Time do Gordon? E do Mestre John né? Peraí, $1 milhão? Tá dentro. Exatamente isso, pessoal. Eu e Mika Galvão estarei no CGI Number 2 para representar o time da New Wave no dia 31 de agosto, diretamente de Las Vegas, tudo ao vivo gratuito no YouTube. Exatamente, o time do John Danner, o time do Gordon Ryan e também o time do Meregali. Mas é aquela, né? Eu acho que por $1 milhãozinho dá pra dar uma trégua.
I'm looking at the comments. They call Mergali German. Amayo? They call him the German. A-Rod like the baseball player. No, there's a girl, A-Rod. So yeah, Mika's gonna be. I hate these little skits. Mika be doing them with his girlfriend. Is Helena gonna make Mika do these little skits? If he gets with Helena, he gonna be taking care of some pets. You know, Helena got pets. Helena got cats, dogs, rats, hogs, birds. Mika, you ready to take care of them pets? You gotta take care of them pets if you want to get to Helena. So talking about A-Rod, well, let's just watch the girl, not the baseball player.
Manda beijo pessoal da live, que tava muita gente torcendo pra você.
Fala galera, agora tava torcendo, né? Porque antes não tava. Mas obrigada aí pela torcida de todo mundo, até pra quem tava contra, isso me alimenta. E tamo aí na briga. Mais um cinturão pra casa, mais uma zebra virando na banca aí e vamos que vamos.
Mas a torcida de FT é grande, viu?
Sim, mesmo de longe é grande, né?
Rapaz, que a galera tava toda aí na live.
Obrigada, galera.
Da Lu, da Júlia. E aí agora, então você aceita a revanche com a Ana?
Aceito, nada mais que...
That's not the one I was wanting. I'm not sure when they started. Brazilians, bro. They always fighting. So here's A-Rod. She got her whole team out there. She lost the match, but she was kind of complaining. That's why I was like, I'm not really the biggest fan of how she's handled this. You lose your match, I don't want to see you celebrating like this. Let's see the translation if we can get it. It was okay. I mean, I think she did something towards the end, but then I'm not sure what happened. She's like wearing a crown, and she's doing too much, man. She doing too much. She's doing too much, man. Why is she wearing a crown? Take that crown off. You lost the match. Take that crown off. A-Rod. You don't get to wear a crown if you lose. Take it off. I'm trying to get the translation, guys. It says, I found my cure in women. At the most difficult moment in my career, the ACL, I guess she tore her ACL. It was in their lap that I found support, strength, comfort. Today, no bad decision can dim the sparkle of who I am. I'm the main character of this story. Bro, what's wrong with this girl? This is my kind of spot, and no one takes it away. I will continue my mission to bring women to the top of it all. I don't understand what she's doing. You know, you lose your match. You know, it was a good match, but you don't put on a crown and do all this stuff. She almost got a pass towards the end, but like, listen, that happens. Happens to everybody. I don't see any video from it. Where's the video? I don't see it.
Parar, eu tô tentando ganhar a minha cabeça no peito dela pra não deixar ela fazer reposição de guarda. Ela é uma atleta muito flexível, não dá pra deixar ela voltar a perna. E em nenhum momento, você pode olhar o meu jogo de perna, eu tô sempre trocando. Um árbitro, inclusive, que deu a punição é da equipe dela, não faz sentido. Árbitros que são da equipe não podem nem arbitrar a mesma luta, né, do tal. E em nenhum momento eu boto a culpa nela, ela foi lá e fez o trabalho dela. Eu só acho que não foi punição, mas tá tudo bem. Se tiver que lutar 1000 vezes, eu vou lutar 1000 vezes.
Então, se tiver essa revanche, você aceita?
Agora, se quiser agora, pode botar aí de novo agora, se ela quiser. Vai tomar pressão de novo.
O que faltou ali pra você conseguir a passagem?
Ela é uma ótima guardeira, cara, não tem o que falar. Ótima guardeira, finalizadora. Eu tinha que ir ganhando aos poucos as posições. Eu tava treinando isso, eu não quis fugir do meu plano. Não é à toa que no final, quando tava acabando, foi quando eu quase consegui chegar ali numa meia. Eu não queria sair trocando de qualquer jeito, porque ela é muito flexível, tem um scramble muito bom, é óbvio, isso é totalmente mérito dela. Eu não sou idiota de fazer uma coisa errada.
Cara, vamos lá. Ela ficou o tempo todo dando pressão, foi o que eu falei pro juiz. Se ela estivesse parada, sem tentar avançar uma coisa, mas ela não ficou parada, estabilizada ali. Ela tava dando pressão, tentando chegar o tempo todo. Mas fazer o que, né? A única coisa que, assim, é feio que quem ganhou foi quem não conseguiu fazer nada na luta, né?
Não fez nada, tomou uma contra-queda, chamou pra guarda, tomou pressão, foi isso que aconteceu. Parabéns, ótima conquista do cinturão. Eu tava dando pressão.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loses. Adele, she won her match. Spoiler alert for anyone that didn't see it.
Break it!
So that makes the second time Adele has tapped out Jasmine Hosha. So I guess Jasmine can't talk no more crap no more.
I don't know who needs to hear this. In the next 2 to 5 years, mark my words, your marketability will be a deciding factor in whether you get the scholarship or somebody else does. How many people keep up with what's going on in the college athletic world? Parents, this is for you too. The NCAA lost a lawsuit this year. Every school in the NCAA, D1, 2, and 3, the college itself is now on the hook for $25 to $30 million a year to pay the athletes in revenue share. Sports is a business. It's not going to matter how good you are. Everybody's good. It's not going to matter how good your grades are. Most people got good grades. Colleges are now on the hook for $25 million bill every single year that they have not previously had to have. If I'm a college coach and athletic director, and I now have this $25 million bill sitting over my head, and I'm looking at athletes that I want to bring into my school, and I'm looking at this young lady and this young lady, and this young lady's got a big brand, a big following, a big marketing ability, and this young lady, she might even be the better wrestler, but she has no marketing. Which athlete am I taking? The one with marketing. She's going to put people in those bleachers. She's going to sell merchandise. People are going to buy her t-shirts. People are buying tickets to come to that match. People are buying everything that has to do with her because she has the power of influence. And in a couple years, my program now has the money. I can go get the 5-star. It's got to come down to dollars and cents. You're going to see a big landscape shift of college coaches and recruiters that are going after the folks that are super marketable. I don't know who needs to hear this in the next 2 to 5 years. Mark my word.
Yeah, so that's the future of all this combat sports, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo. I don't think the judo people really be on social media like that. Everybody else is. Is that why judo's dying in America? Bad news this week. Last week actually, we had Hulk Hogan passed away. I know he had a lot of drama, but I'm not gonna bring that stuff up. So Diamond Dallas, Mr. Page, I got a chance to meet him. Maybe I'll post one of the videos and work out with him. Says, it took my breath away. Today was the first day of DDP Yoga, celebrating our first graduating class. I have a virus in my right eye now, so I didn't sleep much last night. So I got out of bed at 4:30. I wasn't even going to go teach today, but I worked on something very special for our graduates. So I cowboyed up and went to teach 50 of our 100 graduates. It was an amazing class. The energy was through the roof. When I finished, I was grabbing my bag when Paige McMahon grabbed my hand and said, "I need to talk to you in the office." Is that his wife? I said, "Mi amor, let me get my bag." She said, "No, baby. I need to talk to you in the office right now." I'm thinking to myself, what the heck did I do wrong? When we got in my office, Paige and the U-Master gave me the news. Oh no. I don't know. Someone else gave me the news. Hearing Hulk had passed on took my breath away. It hadn't really hit until this second. Like Scott and Dusty, this news hit me hard. My thoughts and prayers are with the family, Sky, Nick, and Brooke. You have my deepest sympathies. Thank you, Hulk. I've always called him Hulk, and most times he'd call me Diamond. Thank you for being the trailblazer you were. You led the way for all of us to live our dreams. You were the biggest icon our business had ever seen. Thank you for believing in me when very few people did. Thank you for stepping in and helping me find my way to the main event. You, my friend, helped all of us live one heck of a ride. Much love and respect, DDP. So again, we can't control what happens in this world. You do your best. I tell you guys, live a healthy life. You don't need supplements out here. Who else is telling you guys to be healthy? Don't do crazy stuff. Take care of yourselves. Do the warm up. Do the cardio. Do the fitness. Worker says that's yeah. Even college wrestling is becoming clout based. Yeah. And the kid skill, the skill is there. The kids are all really good. We saw the one kid, the Buchanan house, the Basement Boys. Those kids are all good. Bo Bassett good, Dax Forrest good. These kids are good. I mean, they deserve money. And honestly, all those past wrestlers that we all loved, they deserved a lot more money too. So I'm happy that they're going to make some money. Them universities made billions of dollars, millions and billions of dollars off of those athletes. So I'm glad they're getting money. Things will change. We just got to adapt to it, right? This world always going to change. What Mika got to say?
Eu não participei do primeiro CDI, estava em busca do meu grande João.
It's in Portuguese. I don't feel like trying to translate Portuguese for you guys. We got Margali. Margali's back.
Nicholas Margali! He's looked unstoppable. 3-time world champion, 2-time pan champion, 4-time Brasileiro champion.
Margali's good, but man, he's also huge. You got a huge guy jumping around you like that. I mean, he's super technical, but on top, he's just huge. Talking about Helena,
E a vencedora que leva ao cinturão peso médio é Thalita Silva. É a grande campeã do BJJ Stars.
So Helena just got her black belt, so she's gonna fight some good girls. You gotta, when you get the black belt, it's rough out there because you fight everybody. You fighting the girls that have been good for 10 years. You fighting the phenoms. You fighting the people that have been building themselves up for a couple years at black belt. So you just gotta find your spot, man. Make your space and do what you can.
We're here with Adele Fornarino, cementing herself as the #1 in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we saw you in California, you had the daddy hat, but now you have the rash guard daddy too. Who's daddy again?
I'm daddy. Daddy, I got that daddy mentality,
Adele, amazed to see you again. Your leg lock machine. How was the preparation for this fight? You played out the way you expected. It was amazing to see. Tell us, what did you feel inside the mat?
Well, the preparation was as good as it could possibly be. I did a lot of my preparation in Australia this time, and the girls down there really got around me and helped me out. My team from Australia has been absolutely incredible. My coach, Jake O'Driscoll, is always fine-tuning things in our preparation. But no, I felt as good as I possibly could have. I did want to showcase some other things out there, but it played out the way it played out. So you have some more things in the back pocket, I guess. But no, I felt very good out there.
It was beautiful to see you again performing. What's next?
CJI, yeah, big stage CJI. It's at $100,000 prize pool, so very excited. And Kid Deo smashing it.
It'll come. My time's come. I'm young. I got a little time left.
He'll get there. CGI is going to be spectacular. You know, $100,000 for the women's division. We've never seen a prize pool like that for women ever. So it's making history over and over and over again.
Yes, amazing. We hope you win this money because you deserve. You're the number one. Go get the money. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Adele. She's going to be doing CGI 2. I'm not sure what the breakdown of that 100K is, but apparently that's the biggest, record for the ladies. I don't think they ever got that much money. Why isn't Fionn out there? That's my question. Shout out to Pedro Marino. I believe he won that BJJ Stars Absolute Division.
Adele Fornerino has some nasty leg locks. Here's how she countered Jasmine Hosher sitting back on the legs at the recent Who's Number One. Hosher is in top position and sits back for an Aoki lock. Adele starts turning to alleviate some of the pressure and pummels both feet inside to attack a foot of her own. Because Adele has both feet inside, she can always turn left to escape the Aoki, whereas Jasmine can't due to the fact that Adele's legs block her ability to turn. So Adele begins stomping and leaning back, allowing the heel to be exposed on towards her ribs. She can't get finishing pressure belly up, and Jasmine's knee is still free to move. So Adele says, well, when in doubt, kick her in the nuts. And she stomps on her crotch for bridging pressure. She uses her body weight to pin Jasmine's knee to the mat so it can no longer move, and gets a really nasty Aoki lock. Adele.
So it looks like Jasmine should have gone into the lock, not out of it like she did. It happens, bro. Stuff happens. Pedro Marino again. I just saw that. Jesus, I have so many tabs. Look how many tabs I got, guys. I'm trying to get through this. We got the Sultan of Strangle. He won his MMA match. I think there's a video of it. Did he have it on there? Let me refresh this guy. If you guys remember him, he did Who's Number One, the show back in the day. I think we got a match, the fight over here. No? Oh, I thought he posted the match. No, I thought he did. Is this it? Oh, here's the fight right here. Why his hands down? That's what I needed my man Buchecha to get. Buchecha needed a fight like that. Buchecha didn't need to fight no top 15 in the division. Give him that dude to fight. Give him the dude that's 0-0. UFC set my man up, bro. UFC. We saw this already. Did they show the takedown though? There we go. So that's how Helena lost. She lost because of takedown. Helena, you ain't doing no takedowns over there with Danaher? Tell your daddy Danaher to teach you some takedowns. That's a nice single leg finish though. This was a super good duck under. Hey. So that's how you roll with the small guys. If you're doing an absolute, you better put that small guy away. Better put that small guy away. Don't let that small guy beat you up. Unless it's me. Nice. That was nice. Bro, so many tabs open, guys. So many tabs open. We got Moneyberg versus DuPont.
You are looking at a man with many lives and endless energy. Since childhood, John has shown a strong commitment to his many endeavors, from his love of fishing to coaching potential Olympic athletes and hoping to run the family farm profitably, along with coaching a collegiate wrestling team. All the while, he finds time to help the community in worthwhile philanthropic projects. As a child growing up in the 1,000-acre Foxcatcher Farm in Newtown Square, he developed his athletic prowess and interest in the great outdoors. John has graciously allowed our cameras into his home for an up-close and personal look at the DuPont estate. John lives in a comfortable modern ranch house on the farm, but home is where the heart is. This is his mother's manor home. It was built to resemble Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. It's here where John DuPont grew up.
Hi, my name is John DuPont. Welcome to Foxcatcher Farms. This room is the main trophy room where a lot of our sports trophies are housed.
You get a leg kick, got a little power in it. Probably don't feel good.
Oh, that's a nice bag. Oh, that's a nice bag.
You are looking at a man with many lives and endless energy.
Yo, I want to see Coolrack versus Moneyberg. Man, Moneyberg, that's terrible, guys. Moneyberg worse than John DuPont. Yeah, Moneyberg worse. John DuPont can beat up John DuPont deserves his black belt over Moneyberg. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. At least John DuPont was wrestling. Did you see the part where he was wrestling?
Since childhood, John has shown a strong commitment to his many endeavors, from his love of fishing to coaching potential Olympic athletes and hoping to run the family farm profitably, along with coaching a collegiate wrestling team. All the while, he finds time to help the community.
Look, even John DuPont did something. He actually wrestled. I mean, he don't look like he was doing. I think he won that match. What does Moneyberg won? Did Monkeyberg win anything? You guys let me know if Monkeyberg won anything. I'm waiting for Monkeyberg. Did you win anything, bro? John DuPont deserves his black belt over Moneyberg. You heard it here first. Somebody says, someone explained. Go watch the movie, bro. You guys got Google too. That's terrible, bro. This is what our sport. This is because it's all the sports are all about clout and money. That's what happens. You get John DuPonts and Moneybergs left and right.
What's up, everybody? I'm giving away a pretty badass prize. A 4-day trip to Vegas to watch UFC BJJ 3, Power Slap 15, and UFC 320, all with VIP seating. The winner's going to get flown out to Vegas and put up in a hotel, all on me. Hayabusa will also be throwing in a no-gi gear bundle and a jersey signed by all of the fighters on the card. All you have to do to enter to win is watch UFC BJJ 2 live and free on YouTube Thursday, July 31st. When your favorite fighter wins by submission, I want you to recreate that submission on social media, tag UFC BJJ and the fighter who you are recreating. It's that easy. I'll choose my favorite recreation and message the winner. Good luck, everybody, and I will see you soon.
A couple things. Dana gonna pick his friends gyms to do the weekend in Vegas. And two, this guy got millions of dollars. He ain't got no microphone. I ain't got $20. I got a little microphone, Dana White. You can't have no little wireless microphone on there or something, bro? Got all that echo in there? Kokorian said they offered me the package, but I had to respectfully decline. Me and Alex Pereira already have plans to chill that weekend. Is Paulo Meow trying to get out there? Yeah, why can't we get Paulo versus Mikey? I don't know. That's happening next week. To be honest, the card is not that good. It's not that good, actually. I'm sorry. BJJ Stars is better than that. Yeah, BJJ Stars is better than that. Who's number one is probably better than that. Beat my man Hassim. Mayweather won his match too.
When he builds height like this, he's able to get in the way before that becomes an issue. Now we're in a scoring position here.
Yeah, I feel like Leo's about to give up 2 points here. That
Leo
was a
stayed
long
up.
time.
Leo stayed up just too long on one foot there, and that becomes a takedown now. And Mayhem pursuing the back, turns it into a pass here. Might be settling into mount, but Leo does a good job of sneaking his knee inside. Mayhem takes the win, his 8th on BJJ Stars.
My man he's on a mission over there. I was surprised by this match though. We had Wagner Hosha was, he's handling the Kit Dell. I don't know what happened over here. We gotta watch that match. I want to see what happened in this match. What happened to Kit Dell? Wagner probably. I don't think Wagner here for a long time, guys. He's here for a good time. So I'm surprised because Kit Dell looked really great versus Sanji Hibeto. But now Kit Dell's looking a little off there. You guys, who is this guy on bottom? You guys remember this guy? Can't play that music, but look at that guy. You guys recognize that guy? That's our boy Travis Stevens. He look a little thick, but look at him playing guard. He kind of look like Moneyberg on bottom a little bit. But he still got technique. You think they're drilling? You think they're training ecologically over there? Or are they just doing the regular jiu-jitsu? Little matrix to knee bar? All right. Nice. Shout out to my man Travis Stevens over there working at Spider Guard and a little bit of half guard. I'm proud of him. You need to lose some weight though. I do too. We both need to lose. Let's lose weight together, Travis Stevens. We got my boy RBY. Where RBY at? He all over the place. Oh, he over there training with training labs too. He stay over there in training lab. I think he went to Japan. And he's back with Coach Cal. Is it Coach Cal? Look at him, bro. Get it. Little design, Mexican inspired. There we go. Little cut. RBY doing it, bro. Cleaning the mats. Listen, everybody got to clean the mat.
Helena Crevar, que tá ali, fenômeno da faixa colorida. Vamos lá trocar uma ideia com ela? E faixa preta agora, vai lutar a BJJ Stars. Bora. Pirelli, a pleasure talk to you. I'm so happy. Tell me, Helena, how are you feeling fighting here, BJJ Stars? In your second time here in Brazil, right?
Yes.
Tell me, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's super exciting. It's my first time in Sao Paulo. Last time I fought in Rio, and the atmosphere was super exciting. And now, to be on BJJ Stars after watching it for such a long time, it's very happy.
Helena, I would love to talk to you about your no-gi outfits. Yeah. It's so amazing, so colorful, so
Helena, stay away from the Brazilian boys. That's my advice.
Modern. Where did that idea come from?
Started no-gi around 14, 15 years old. And me and my mom liked matching outfits, whether for going out or just to train. And we thought we can do the matching rash guard and spats.
Okay.
So we kind of just started combining things. And then my dad's friend he has a fabric, so he can make those. And then he just started making those for us. And now I have a sponsor, Tatami, that also helps out with making those.
Amazing. I have seen a lot of girls starting dressed like you.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling being such an inspiration for them?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Girls from all over, even Brazil or United States or some other countries as well. Just looking up to me and it's coming to say
I think the pigtail's been around forever though, right?
hi when either at a competition or at a seminar. It's very inspiring to me as well.
Obrigada e boa sorte. Have a good luck.
Thank you. Obrigada.
Boa sorte. Good fight, yeah. Hassan was doing good till that last match. Yeah, I can't wait for more matches to come out. We'll watch them.
Rashad's so nice that me and John both stabbed him in the back. Because John stabbed him in the back too.
Rashad Evans with the camera, right?
Yeah.
Rashad Evans.
What Rashad said?
Me and Rashad were supposed to tap in when I say 3 years ago. That was when we supposed to come train. He's not that busy. I got friends that are billionaires, man, that respond to me.
Rashad was the one that kind of helped me at the very beginning of my career. I'm a good dude, man. And I try not to be like the N-word I was growing up. Rashad took me into his house and I was just starting. This dude was so nice to me. At some point, this is gonna come full circle. Be a good person. 2013 rolled around. UFC calls me and they said, we want you to fight Rashad.
I was gonna whoop DC's ass.
Run it up, Rashad.
Bro, I was like, okay, because now he showed me everything. No, he showed me. Guess what? I joked. I was like, yo, I'm about to beat your ass.
DC with the right hand. Boom. Oh my goodness. Down goes Evans.
Shot's so nice that me and John both stabbed him in the back. You know how they said crabs in the barrel? Me and John both like pushing Rashad. Me and John both on top of Rashad Jones is trying to drown him. Get out of the barrel. Why is crazy?
Appreciate you, man.
Rashad's so nice that me and
you gotta remember you ain't got no friends in that fight. I was about to say fight community in the fight game. You ain't got no friends, so he put you guys on. I don't know, and they over here stabbing him in the back. That's how it be. Who's over
Conseguiu, o Sérgio acabou soltando aquela lapela ali e aí o Luiz Marques conseguiu sair. Nossa, que scramble, hein, baby?
Lutaço.
Isso é luta de Master, Vitor?
Rapaz, só se for Master 1, porque não é possível, cara. Os caras estão muito na vitalidade. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Olha que loucura de luta, cara.
Já tá com a mão direita lá na lapela, hein? Tem que ficar muito esperto ali o Luiz Marques.
Já tá no pescoço.
That's it, yeah.
Tá dando pressão ali, hein? Bateu.
Yo, there's some good guys in Masters, man. Don't sleep on the Masters. Ah, shoot, I keep doing that. My bad. Yeah, don't sleep on the Masters division, guys. Let me refresh that. Yeah, don't sleep on Masters, bro. The Masters be tough, man. Yeah, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. I think I fought Sergio Rios a long time ago. This is before Flow Grappling. Flow Grappling wasn't even a thing. That's how old I am. Man, Devontae was doing good.
Exchange flying armbar attempt. Pedro Marino clearly motivated to come put on a show tonight. But with a lot of time left, he went for that, right? And now we're getting into a deep scramble. He ends up on top in north-south. Crazy.
That's quite a risk to take. Pedro Marino is going to get the nod from the judges and move ahead to take on Fabricio Andre in the next round.
Dang, you know, all it takes is one match. If Devontae had done well, he probably would have won everything. You know, you never know. That one match builds your confidence. Is this the same match we saw earlier?
Happy birthday to Heisem, cancer season.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Good counter takedown from Heisem. Rita lands on top. Eli trying to turn and not give up points here. One hook.
Nearing the back take.
Trouble. This
choke
is trouble.
in the end.
This is deep trouble. There's the points are going to come in because, and that we're going to get the finish here. Heisem.
A lot of good matches, man. Dang, they had some good matches on there. If they paid me to cover, they don't pay me to cover that stuff. You know, a lot of these tournaments I can't cover. I have to wait till it goes on YouTube. But some of the stuff like, you know, UFC Fight Pass, anything UFC based, I can't cover that stuff. We saw this already. Yeah, they take me off air immediately. They take me off YouTube streaming. We got this little information. I didn't know about this. You guys always quick to talk crap about the gi. But look over here, guys. Look at this. Come on, man. Screen. Let's see. There we go. You guys so quick to talk crap on the gi, but look. 2025 so far. In the gi, there have been 54,000 matches. No gi, there have been 9,000 matches. And you guys be quick to say, you repeat whatever Gordon Ryan says. You guys quick to say the gi is dead, but look, what was that, about 5, 6 times, almost 6 times over? What's 9 times 6? I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's 54. 54, 9 times, 9 times. So I don't know what to say. Apparently, gi is not dead. The gi is not dead, guys. I think they didn't count kids. They just counted juveniles, teenagers or whatever. So pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Here's the question. What is your favorite way of getting someone to submit in jiu-jitsu?
I like to smother people. It's not really a submission, but it's good. A win's a win.
We'll leave it there.
You're welcome.
Here's the question. What is your favorite?
Guys, don't roll with Tom Hardy. He gonna smother you. Yeah, he looked like he ain't rolling with technique. He trains ecologically. Let's see. AOJ took over the kids, bro. I keep telling you guys, focus on the kids. You guys don't want to listen, man.
Man, great atmosphere. Another successful event for the Federation at BJJ. They've been putting such a great and organized event here. And every year we're part of it. We're always very happy and proud to be part of it. And I think this event is probably the one and only event that you get to see really what the future of jiu-jitsu is going to be like. So when you come here, you watch the next generation competing, how they behave, how they hold themselves together, how resilient they are. You know that jiu-jitsu is on the right path. So I love that BJJ is able to create that platform for the next generation and value the next generation. Sometimes people overlook those. People just think about the black belt division and what's popping right now at the highest level. But I always love to come in here, not only to see my kids competing, but to see other academies too. I feel like the competition is what everybody loves. So when we're here, I get to see so many successful academies also accomplish their goals. Sometimes they have a setback and it doesn't go their way they wanted to, but then they're resilient. They show their champion side inside of them, and it builds them up for the future. I feel like jiu-jitsu, it's that sport that can build strong men and women. They start at a very young age. You see 5, 6-year-old boys and girls just going out there and competing, winning, celebrating, and then losing, being upset, but then knowing that they have to go back to the gym, back to the drawing board, work hard to eventually their day come. So I'm super excited, super happy to not only be here with my team, but to be here to witness before my own eyes the next generation, the future of jiu-jitsu. Man,
Usada, you need to really test these guys, because these guys be passing the test, but I'm like, how are they passing that test, bro? How?
And this is all it is. Yep, and that's tight. Oh, he's going out. He's out.
From the rear body lock, I'm going to push him back to get a reaction.
Man, that was Ben Askren back in the day, man. That was Ben Askren, bro. Got some of the kids from Kids Pans. kid's good, man.
Something so satisfying about seeing people start to break just slowly, like, and that's why I really like this game of this passing. I've developed this new passing with my professor, just making people tired and seeing that those frames slowly break and the breathing getting a little a little more sharp. That's and it's not malicious. There's something so satisfying about seeing.
He trains ecologically too, or she. He. I don't know. I can't see the gender.
With your winner, Jay-Z Cavalcante, and you said that one of the biggest reasons you wanted to take on this match is because you would have a little bit of a hometown crowd tonight. So how does it feel to get it done in front of them?
That's the turf. I know, open up the night for the Brazilians and Americans, you know. Jasmine fighting the Australian Adele, that's his student. My brother Wagner, fighting Steve. So great to open up that way, you know, we set the vibe.
Let's go! And it's definitely a big narrative, the Brazilians versus the Australians tonight. And I know you have a backup right here to protect you at all times. Are you just so impressed with your daddy, or are you at a loss for words? He's at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen. That was a quick submission.
I love these.
Doing what you love on the WNO stage for their debut in Miami. Give it up one more time for your winner, Jay-Z Cavalcante.
Met on the black belt? Yes, in the gi. She's the current middleweight black belt champion, and I'm the current brown belt middleweight champion. So it's very fun to see.
A Helena, ela foi campeã mundial no faixa marrom, você é campeã mundial faixa preta. Tem muita diferença do campeão mundial faixa preta e campeão mundial faixa marrom? Totalmente. Totalmente. Na verdade, eu nunca fui uma grande campeã nas faixas coloridas, diferente dela, né? Que ela veio já se destacando desde a faixa verde. Eu lembro que ela, quando era faixa verde, eu já assistia. Então, eu ganhei muita maturidade na faixa preta quando eu comecei a viajar, comecei a treinar com pessoas diferentes, comecei a ter mais oportunidades e eu vi que é outra coisa. É, caldo engrossa mesmo. Muito, engrossa mesmo. Pessoas que você nunca ouviu o nome, gente. Pessoas que você nem sabe de onde que veio, chega lá e assim, é difícil.
You know, black belt's different, man. It ain't the same as brown belt. Brown belt, you can, finagle some stuff. Brown belt, you can finagle some stuff. Black belt, man, your stuff ain't sharp, bro. It's rough out there. And I know so many good people, super good, just never won black belt worlds. A lot of people. JT Torres never won black belt worlds. Liera, man, ton of people.
15 and just going always higher in ranks so that I can have as much experience as possible. And for me, it's just an experience, and I'm very grateful to be considered a high-level athlete and have the opportunity to make my debut against the world champion. Yeah, so I moved to Austin, Texas to train with New Wave and the team around 2 years ago, and I made a break from the gi, so I started training gi again in January, and I'm definitely looking to be the best in both, and definitely in these next few years you're going to see me doing both gi and no gi more often, and I want to definitely be the best in both. I've been competing with black belts since I was 14, 15, and just going.
Yes, sir. Bro, how many matches? I'm gonna skip. We're going to skip some stuff, bro. It's already 2 hours. We're going to skippity skip. Skippity skip. My wrestlers. What's wrong with my wrestlers, guys? Helen over here. She knows she shouldn't be doing this. Jumping on a Bosu ball. Why is she doing this? Helen, you in your 30s, girl. You in your 30s, girl. Stop it.
Oh, man.
Helen, you in your 30s. You need to stop it. You still trying to wrestle. You better stop doing that. When you get older, you can't really jump around like that. Been twist your ankle, twist your knee up. How did Helen get injured? She was doing a video for Instagram. So she needs to stop. And leave them young boys alone.
And be patient. Nothing that's worth the effort comes fast. So enjoy the journey, have fun, and tap into those dark emotions, the sadness, the rage, the fear, and get rid of it. Transform it into something, into love, into thankfulness, into gratefulness.
My man became a spiritual advisor over here. He looked like a shaman.
Fala, minha rapaziada.
I'm gonna skip. I ain't translating Portuguese today. No Portuguese translations. I think we saw that already too. I'm trying to. This kid. Somebody, you saw that? You test this kid.
7 vezes campeão do Pankits, 7 anos sem tomar nenhum ponto na BJJ, também 7 anos sem perder na BJJ, que eu fiquei muito feliz com o meu performance. Consegui finalizar minha primeira luta e minha final. Também consegui dar a final que o meu oponente queria.
How's a 14-year-old stronger than me, guys? Does that make any sense? AOJ, you got some explaining to do. Zata, shout out to Zata. We're gonna speed up, guys. Oh, let's slow down.
You could say to me, Derek, you suck at golf. I'd be like, yeah, that's true. And I'm going to die, and I'm still going to suck at golf because I'm going to spend no energy or thought on golf in my lifetime. Just because something's true doesn't mean you need to fix it. If somebody says you suck at this or that, you'd be like, yeah, I know, but made no effort in that area and particularly interested in that area, so it doesn't matter.
Which is the exact reason why I can't recreationally play games with my friends. Like if we played shuffleboard and you beat me, there would be a dilemma in my mind where I don't give two about shuffleboard, but I also am so furious that I lost to you that I may just go off on some side quest. We'll play 14 games in a row until I have a winning record in shuffleboard. This is going to waste way too much of my time if I get involved in this because I'm so much of a competitor, but I also don't care about these things. So I'm just gonna not deal with these at all.
A hilarious thing in my life is I have these couple pinball games over here.
Which ruined my day yesterday, by the way. I just didn't say anything about it.
I have 20 people over here all the time that are some of the greatest fighters in history, and they're very competitive people. And then we play a little pinball, and they're like, ah. You could say to me, Derek, you suck at golf. I'd be like, yeah, that's...
Derek, you suck at jiu-jitsu. Yeah, whatever. Is that Mikey right there? Look at Mikey. Mikey, where's Mikey at? Mikey been running away to Asia. Hoist? Where's Hoist at? Hoist, you got some explaining to do too. Don't meet your heroes, guys. Don't meet your heroes. Don't look up to these dudes. I mean, don't look up to me for sure. I don't want you looking up to me, but don't look up to these dudes either.
People be very successful who didn't want to study.
Follow the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you give the recipe and people are like, oh, no, I'm going to try my own way.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if you already know what you're doing, but if I'm learning from you, I'm a beginner, and you tell me to do something, and I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to try a different way, see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It's like, follow the recipe. It works. Look at you. You did it. You see, you're showing people how to do it, and people did it.
I think a very important thing is something we talked about early today as well. I don't have this mental illness that a lot of people seem to have, that I want to do it my way. I just want to do it the best way. So when I'm learning finance, I want to learn what are the best things in finance for me to understand. Have you seen people be very successful who didn't want to study?
Follow the
Hoist Gracie. I mean, Hoist definitely going to sell out. We got another pocket watching. The Brazilians like to pocket watch. Don't wear nothing around the Brazilians like this, man. They're gonna have you on the website. We got my man Jal Meow over here. Is that Jal or is that looks like Paulo actually? I believe is that Paulo or Jal? I can't tell. Let's just say it's Paulo. You got the Gucci neon orange bag. Yo, they pocket watching you, Paulo. A-Rod, Jiu-Jitsu A-Rod. She's got a... Is that a dog on her arm? What kind of tattoo she got? She got some random tattoos on there. And she got some expensive glasses. It's still Paulo. It might be Jal, though. The off-white dunks. Bro, they got money over there, bro. The Ben & Jerry's, they love SB dunks over there in Brazil. They love the SB dunks, and they like the Adidas, the Pumas, Adidas, Under Armour. All right. The Travis Scotts. Okay. Oof. Look at that. 7,000 highs for that? Dang. Got the Air Jordans. They like Air Jordans over there too. Some Vans. Okay, the Vans not too bad. Lacoste. Okay. Under Armour. My Brazilians, they be styling out there. And both these guys got the same show, the Air Jordans. SB Alley-oop. All right. My Brazilians, they be showing out over there when they compete. Wendy called me out. Wendy, yeah, we did fall asleep, Wendy. I fell asleep, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Junie. He just won the Fury grappling belt last week or Friday or Saturday, one of those days. He says Fury grappling belt defended, submission lost avenged. Joey Dial was the last guy to tap me. ADCC Open 2023 leg entanglement. That stuck with me. Last night we ran it back and I shut that down. Much respect to him as he could have run with that win but chose to go back at it. That is commendable. No drama, no mistakes, just championship levels. Still the champ, still evolving. I have a lot more to work on. I hope to show that the version of me I know I can be. Shout out to him. That was over in Atlantic City, I believe. Got a little Hulk Hogan artwork from Half Sumo. That's pretty cool, actually. That looks really cool. The Hulkster. It says Hulk Hogan isn't just a wrestler. For us, he was a superhero in red and yellow and a larger-than-life symbol of an era. This week feels surreal. Thank you, Hulkster. Legend forever. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Nice little artwork. Maybe you can get that on a rash guard or something. That'd be pretty cool. I'm going to skip this. We're skipping. Skip. Once I hit 2 hours, bro, once I hit 2 hours, I don't want to talk no more. Team Europe, they might do okay, but man, the other teams are so stacked. You know, New Wave got Mika Gaval might tap everybody out, to be honest. It's just not fair, bro. Some of these teams ain't fair. Here's Junie. He's doing that toe hold where he pushed down on the toes. Nice win. You know, Junie's always pretty like cutting edge with this technique. Really, really cutting edge. It's crazy. We've got a little cartoon. Let me zoom myself out of there. It says, you went too far with the Gordon Ryan jokes, and that's Danaher looking sad over there. And then he says, oh, look, here's Craig saying, oh, look, what's this? A juicy little Brazilian boy just for you. And Danaher says, not bad. So is that how they made up? Couch Warrior says, if Moneyberg pay you $1,000, would you let him submit you? Heck no. I ain't letting him touch me. I ain't gonna let Moneyberg touch me. You know, if you sell yourself for $1,000, no telling what you do for $5,000, $10,000. Nah, I'm good. You gotta say no to Moneyberg, man. You gotta say no to Diddy and no to Moneyberg. You can keep them stinky socks away from me, Moneyberg. I don't want your money. I don't want your money, Moneyberg. You got to say no to Moneyberg because Moneyberg want to party. Spin. That was not a good match for Fat Ninja to be fighting. He should have had a better match. He should not have been fighting Roosevelt. Who did that matchup, man? Yeah, that was not a good matchup. ADCC is going to be on Flow Grappling. We all knew that for 2026. Cool. Vinyl Kimono's got a new gi out. That actually looks pretty cool. You know, I'm sponsored by Inverted Gear. Nelson messaged me. I need to message him back, but that looks cool, man. I kind of want to wear it. That looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. John Thomas, you got an offer code or something so I can get this gi? Ah, man, some of these gis are only gonna be available in like Korea though. That ain't fair. Saku's Japanese, but actually it does look like Japanese. Sometimes they do collabs where you can't get it unless you're in the same country. So that looks pretty cool. I like that gi. It's not IBJJF legal, but it looks cool. Ooh, that does look cool. I got the skill to pull it off too. Some of you guys can't. You better wear regular gis. You need to wear the plain white gi. You can't wear that gi. Couch Warrior says, I don't practice BJJ, so I need assistance. Does he even have fundamentals? Nope. You still better than him. You don't practice and you probably better than him. We got for sure can't play that song, but we got the Rotullo twins. This is how they get so good. They be fighting every kid. I'm surprised. I feel like the Rotullos could take out at least a lot more kids than this. He over here about to get choked out. Nah, I ain't letting them kids choke me out. Watch the legs. You know, these kids over here dirty nowadays. They be going for your feet. Look at this kid, and there's one more kid. This kid, kid pushing off his balls. There's another kid too. Watch this little kid on the right here. Yo, get off my leg. Yo, get this kid off my leg, man. Get this kid off me. Yo, what the heck, bro? What the heck? Who's been teaching this kid heel hooks? That's the leg he hurt too. He better tap out. Ty better tap out. Isn't that the leg he hurt? Ty couldn't get away. Bro, back in my heyday, I could take out kids. Like the Matrix. I used to fight the kids in the kids class. Bro, I could take out like 20 kids easy. But the Rotullos ain't me. They can't do what I used to do. Talking about ecological, we got my girl Margot over there at Standard Jiu-Jitsu.
Destabilization is insane. What the heck?
Shout out to Margot, the Nomad. I haven't had a chance to meet Margot, but she knows some people I know. What's Helen up to? Oh, it's a flashback.
Okay, this is a second outfit. A little bit.
It's a flashback to the Olympics last year. So, you know, they get all this cool gear. But we need our Olympians to make some money. We need them to get paid.
Sorry I've been quiet lately, but there you go, unpopular opinion, and this will be week 2. If you train in a competition gym, you're not obligated to use steroids. That's it. If your friends are doing steroids, you don't have to do steroids. That doesn't make you cooler. You will use them accordingly to your final goals. If your goal is to compete and train and be a full-time athlete, send it. Fuck it, why not? But if not, just hang out, have fun, enjoy. Sorry I've been quiet lately, but there you go, unpopular opinion, and this will be week 2.
There you go, man. You guys might not believe it, but there's a lot of clean grapplers out there. You know, there's a couple of us still out here. There's a lot of dirty MFs out there too. We're gonna see in the future a lot of these guys. They not here for a long time, guys. They here for a good time. You know, they might get a couple world championships, but if you having issues at 40, I mean, what was the point of that? I mean, people are gonna forget about you regardless. They ain't gonna remember no jiu-jitsu folks. You know, look at Rafa Mendes, Marcelo, all my favorite grapplers. People forget about them in a couple years, really. And that's just life, man. People are going to forget about all of us. In 500 years, they ain't going to know what we were. 1,000 years, they're not going to know who Gordon Ryan was. Hopefully we're still around in 1,000 years, but who knows? But I like what Johnny Thomas said here. You don't need to be on all this crap. I'm telling you guys to be healthy. Who else telling you guys to be healthy? Moneyberg ain't telling Moneyberg trying to scam you. All these ecological guys trying to scam you. I'm telling you that you don't need that crap. And just drill a little bit. We got the Hosha family. They did this little cool, like, I like this little video promo thing they did. I like the mom. I like how the mom is in there. What is the future of BJJ? Hopefully we got robots. I'm hoping the robots can teach you guys. It's gonna download my conscious. It's gonna take all my YouTube videos. All my YouTube videos. And it's gonna teach you guys. A little robot teaching you guys. Yeah, maybe that's the future. I have no idea, bro. Yeah, the future does not look good. It could either be good or bad. It could be full of just vitamins and minerals and heart attacks and no technique, or it could be salvaged, you know. I'm not sure what the future of jiu-jitsu will be. I'm worried every day. I'm worried about this sport though. You know, wrestling's doing pretty well though. They got a couple new events. One is Claw, Champions League American Wrestling. So they just signed up my boy Nate Jackson over there, and some other guys too. So they're adding it's like Greco mixed with folk style mixed with freestyle. So it should be pretty cool. And then you got RAF, Real American Freestyle, which was Hulk Hogan's organization. Unfortunately, Hogan passed away last week. So I guess they're gonna keep going with the show. Bro, I'm hoping not to hit 3 hours, guys. Couch Warrior says, do you miss when white belts would spaz on? They still spazzing on me. What are you talking about? They ain't never stopped spazzing. The white belt's still spazzing. I just say a little prayer, hope they don't hurt me, and I hope I don't hurt them, try to contain them a little bit. There's Buchecha. What happened to Buchecha? Well, he lost his match, though. He was looking good, though. Adolfo Vieira showed that it doesn't matter how good you look, it's about how effective you are in the match. You could have six-pack. That six-pack ain't going to help you win. Oh, my internet. All right, guys, we hit about 2 hours 30. I'm getting restless. I need some lunch. Other streamers eat on their stream. Maybe I should do that. Should I eat my lunch on the stream? Not today, though. Yeah, I'm gonna start eating lunch on the stream. Would you guys want to see me munch? One time I was eating something and they're like, the mouth noise. Buchecha was looking pretty good. No Diddy, but it didn't help. Unfortunately, he didn't take home the win. The other guy took home the win. What's going on with this? Let me go to the English one. Mikey, bro. We'll see how UFC BJJ goes. I don't know what's going on. The card does not look good though. Couch Warrior says, I spend my time in Muay Thai, and beginners are by far the most dangerous aspect. Yeah, they in Muay Thai and in Jiu-Jitsu. It's at the point where the ignorance makes them super dangerous. They're so ignorant, and you can't really plan for them. They be doing some crazy stuff. You're wondering why did they do that? My man Buchecha, he was going through it, bro. Let me zoom back out or in. Yeah, look at that. He lost that match, guys. It says Marcus Buchecha Almeida, highly anticipated UFC debut, didn't go as planned as the legendary grappler dropped a unanimous decision to Martin Buday in the opening bout of UFC in wherever, Abu Dhabi or whatever it was. He entered the UFC with a record of 5-1 and 1 championship, all 5 wins coming by first round finish, but questions remained about how his elite ground game would hold up against UFC caliber heavyweights with strong takedown defense. Boudet answered those questions early and often. The first round saw Buchecha repeatedly stuffed on his takedown attempts and picked apart on the feet. In the second, he finally secured a takedown and showcased flashes of his grappling dominance, but Boudet remained composed, eventually reversing the position and landing strikes from top position. By the second round, however, Buchecha was visibly fatigued and Boudet took over again. He neutralized this guy was 15-2. So, I mean, Buchecha shouldn't have been fighting this guy, man. He got set up, bro. Where's Quan at? Quan was defending UFC. But, I believe the UFC set my man up. It says, Fionn Davies talks training in a male-dominated BJJ environment. It's like a survival thing. I'm not going to read this. Sorry, Fionn. I want to. I'm just tired right now. But I'm not saying it's not good. Maybe I should read it because I look bad. Couch Warrior says, what is it like to lock up a triangle? I don't know. It feels good. It feels like putting in a Lego. When we put a Lego piece together, it just feels right. You feel like you're winning when you get that triangle locked. If you got the legs for it. Actually, let me read this so Fionn don't jump on me. She says it's like a survival thing. I have to laugh along with hurtful sexist jokes because then I'll be accepted. I have to prove that I'm here for the right intentions, whatever that means. You have to prove that you're a worthwhile partner. They're choosing to keep the division small. Oh, okay. She called out major organizations like ADCC. She says they're choosing to keep the division small and they're choosing to keep the prize money half. They're not. Well, she said that a long time ago. I think they changed the ADCC pricing, didn't they? They're not giving the chance for it to grow. To not have women on your show is discrimination. It's discrimination if you don't have women on your show. Why can't I just do a sport because it's fun? Like a man can just do a sport because it's fun to do. So, Fionn's very outspoken. I support her, speaking out for herself. I speak out for myself. You guys attack me. But, people should be able to speak out when they see something wrong. We talked about this earlier. Mikey says he doesn't lift weights. I call B. I know for sure. Rafa Mendez lifts weights. It feels like you're winning. Yeah, feels good. Mikey says he doesn't. He lifts pizza all day. And Marcelo says he doesn't lift weights. Let's be honest. Marcelo kind of retired in his 30s, right? Mikey's about 29. He got ulcers in his stomach. Rafa Mendez retired at 28. Maybe they should have been lifting weights. John Danny here talks entertainment value of CGI 2. We like chaos. I'm skipping that. Of course you like chaos. Craig Jones. I'm good on Craig Jones. Atos. We did not talk about Atos lineup. Is it right here? I meant to talk about it. They got their lineup for CGI 2. We got Diego Pato. They got him from AOJ. Funnily enough, AOJ used to be a part of Atos back in the day. 2012, I believe. Up until 2012. Couch Warrior says, I will do the first free trial class and come back and let you know how it went. Yeah, man. Just take it easy. Do what you can. I keep moving my neck. I'm going to hurt my neck. I'm like spinning my neck so fast. You got Diego Pato at 66. Ronaldo Jr. at 77. That doesn't make sense. Ronaldo Jr. at 77. He can't even make 77. Lucas Barbosa, 88. Kynan at 99, minus 99. Felipe Pena at plus 99. And Andre Galvao, who's the coach and could be a sub, he going to be in there too. I think they should take Ronaldo Jr. out of there. We ain't covering this. We ain't covering nothing, bro. We ain't covering that. Oliver Geddes. We did talk about Oliver Geddes. Apparently his chemo's not going through. Says his wife just posted an update on his condition on Instagram. Unfortunately, it's the bad update. Treatment has not been successful and he has been moved to hospice. It's not a lot, but I thought it would be a nice gesture for anyone that he had an impact on or influenced in some way to make a donation to Tap Out Cancer in his honor. There's enough people whose lives he impacted that can maybe make something good come out of this awful situation. It's crazy because, in America we need Tap Out Cancer, but in UK they have really good health care, you know? People were trying to donate money to Ollie. He's like, I'm okay. I live in the UK. I have good health care. In America, that's it. I'll be done. I put a little GoFundMe. That's it. Well, we couldn't raise no money for Alex, so he's gone. But you know, other countries you get some decent health care. In America, I can never afford the health care. So I got people leaving some messages about Ollie. I'll keep you guys updated, but like I said, he's in the hospice. He's not doing well. Ben Askren is doing well. We covered that a little bit earlier. I don't know if he'll ever be able to wrestle. He can barely lift 5 pounds. You know, he's where is he showing him lifting the weight? Yeah, he can barely lift the 5 pounds over here. So he's got a long ways to go. I don't know if he'll ever be able to wrestle again. I don't know if it'll be safe for him to wrestle again. You guys can see all the scars on his chest and side. So, you know, that's a major surgery to get you. They got to take your lungs out and then put some new ones in there, attach it to your trachea, attach it to all the arteries and stuff. It ain't like changing a tire. You know, that's a rough surgery. He did get an interview. Someone says, guys, he doesn't know if it was a virus or bacteria that got him. He's so smart but so ignorant. He was all anti-vax and fake news before, but he needs to change. He lived old school, barefoot, no medicine, but a lot of the old school people died young from random stuff. He really needs a doctor that can educate him, a therapist. Ben, if you read this, please have all your visitors wash hands and wear masks around you, at least for the first year. He needs to be very careful because he's on immunosuppressants now.
All right, Ben.
Let me watch this real fast. Oh, it's only 30 seconds. Whoa, wait a second. Is that a commercial?
I'm a lifelong...
Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. I ain't paying for no commercials over here. You guys watch my commercials, but I'm not. I ain't paying for no commercials. I pay for YouTube Premium. As much YouTube as I watch, I can't watch no regular YouTube. Bro, screw that. Had me ever watching.
Today's July 27th?
Yeah, sounds right.
There's so much to go over, but we'll just, I don't want to go super in depth. What's the last thing you remember before, the last thing you remember in May or whatever?
Yeah, so Amy and I went back to the hospital we went one day and I thought it was a back spasm and I got medicine, it didn't work at all. And so we went back the next day. I remember walking in, and that's it. Right, and I had my surgery on June 28th. I don't think I came to until probably July 1st or so. So it's a huge chunk of time in there where I don't remember anything.
What was going on? What led you to the hospital? What was going on?
I had a lot of pain in my back. You know, as I said, I've had back spasms before, so I kind of thought that's what it was. So yeah, and honestly, thank God for my wife because I was kind of fighting it. You know, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go watch this guy at the Bitcoin conference. I don't want to go to the hospital. You know, and it's like one of those things where, you know, had I waited another hour or something, it might have been a wrap.
Damn. Okay, so you remember going in, but you don't remember going under. Or anything.
I don't even remember walking in the back.
Walking to what?
Like you walk into the initial room, you check in or whatever, right?
You remember that?
Yeah, and then I don't even remember them taking me to a room or I don't remember any of them.
Okay, so that's May 20-something or 30th?
May 28th.
28th. What's the next thing you remember? Because you were awake a little bit during...
They said I was awake, but
I saw you awake.
I don't remember. If I was awake, I don't remember it. And so, you know, obviously that's like a 30-some day period that we're talking. So after, I don't know, maybe 6 days or something, I believe they flew me back here to Freighter. I was on a medical flight because they didn't have quite as they did something called ECMO that keeps you alive. And they didn't have great ECMO in Vegas. So we got a med flight back here. They had to have me on 2 ECMO machines to keep me alive. And I guess I'm sorry.
Take your time.
I kept deteriorating from there. And obviously I wasn't awake. So at some point they said, this is not going to work. you either need a lung transplant or he's gone, you know? It was basically the bacteria or whatever it was, virus was eating my lungs.
What's the next thing you remember?
So I remember waking up, and I believe it was 2 or 3 days after the surgery, you know, and being in my hospital room. That's kind of the next thing I remember.
Was there anybody around? Like what? Like describe kind of coming out and like
yeah. It was at night.
Putting pieces together.
Oh yeah, it was at night. So there's no one else in my room, and I was like, oh shit, how do I get here? You know. And then in my head, I tried going through all the things that we'd done. I had no idea what date it was, right? So I tried to go through all the things in my head that we had done, and it's like, my first worry was, holy fuck, I didn't do something dumb and crash a car or something, did I? You know, that was like my first intuition. And so I started trying to think through all the places I was going or all the things I had planned for June. And it took me a long time. And eventually I'm like, well, I remember going to the hospital, and I don't really remember anything after that. And then obviously, I think at some point a nurse came in, or maybe the next morning Amy came in, and they filled me in on what happened.
This was post-transplant?
Yes, like 3 days after.
And they said you got new lungs and...
Yeah, then they filled me in, and I got new lungs. Supposedly really good lungs, apparently. But my initial lungs were the best, so hopefully these ones are, good enough.
What did you think? How did you feel? How did you take it?
I don't remember, like, oh, that's weird. Because it's one of those things where I wasn't sick, in my opinion, right? Obviously I was, but it's not like I had, 10 years where I was waiting for an implant like some people do, where they smoke a lot and they kind of know it's coming down the pipe. Like, I went to the hospital, and then I got new lungs. No one told me I was going to do that, so, yeah, so I think that was it. It was really almost shocking. Like, when Amy told me, I was like, wait, what? What happened? Like, are you serious? Yeah, that's kind of what I remember.
Obviously, I'm sure anybody's watching this probably watched the posts you've made so far, the Stockdale paradox about not feeling sorry for yourself. But, like, prior to that, did you experience any of that?
Prior to what?
Prior to that post, or since, feeling sorry for yourself or upset at this?
No, I would think the one thing that really sucks, or the one thing that bugs me, is it is a big lifestyle change, right? If you know me, I'm kind of carefree and run around barefoot and whatever, not worried about getting sick. And now with all these medications I gotta take, I gotta be extra careful, with not getting sick and not cutting myself too much and that type of thing. So that kind of sucks. But besides that, it's like, I was gonna die, and now I have perfectly good lungs. I still gotta gain a bunch of weight and get stronger and blah blah blah. But honestly, it's a pretty good outcome, given. Amy didn't want to come on camera and talk about it, but like, there was multiple times where they thought I was dead, and so it's like, well, that was the other option. I'll take this one.
Mm-hmm. What's been a challenge or a time of struggle for you, or other than the physical, right? How has this been difficult? I don't know. Like,
it's kind of my whole life is I just take things in stride. Like, I lose a big fight, okay, happened. What am I gonna do about it? Right? And I think they do say, like, stress and anxiety, they come from things you can't control. And so I can't, give me back my old lungs, right? What am I gonna do? So I have these lungs, and I was blessed to get them really quickly, and that they're pretty good. So I don't think I've been struggling with that mentally at all, because I just think about the other side of it. Like, I was dead. That's the other side. So, when you have one option is you're dead, and the other option is, well, this is wild because you have new lungs, and you're going to have to follow kind of a new set of protocols for life. That's probably an easy choice.
How those last few days in the hospital, and maybe those were not easy or just not fun because you were hoping to get out, and then you thought maybe, and then no, and like, maybe talk me through that. And that was tough because I was
was almost 55 or 60 days in the hospital. One of the great things was I had so many awesome and amazing friends come visit. I was like multiple a day. I think my wife came pretty much every day. So that was really amazing. But, they have to leave at 8 o'clock. And the hospital bed sucks. Hospital food sucks. And so it's like, that kind of starts wearing on you, So my argument to them was like, if I go home, I'll get better sleep, I'll get better nutrition, and then I'm only like 18 minutes away. I'll just come back the next morning, and they would not let that happen. After a while, I did let them, I convinced them, like, guys, I gotta go home. Like, look at me, my numbers are great. You guys have been testing me for the last 20-some days. Like, let me go home. And so they did.
What's the, I don't know, you made a post the other day, you can't walk, but like, what's the future look like for you? The short and midterm, right? I know you mentioned 6 months before.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a ways off coaching because of all those danger type things that can happen. And I can't be around big groups of people. So, that makes me a little sad because I had some really cool things planned in July and August that I'm not gonna get to do, but I'll find something else fun to do. And it's gonna be weird because I've been grinding since I was, 15 or 14. Like, I don't stop. I get up, I bring the fucking heat every day. And now it's like, well, I can't. It's like, I pretty much, stay at my house here and, probably find some work to do on a computer, some other way to help AWA. But, that's gonna be a challenge. It might be fun for the first couple weeks after the kids go to school and it's just peaceful, but I bet it's gonna get terribly boring.
We don't know exactly how quickly you will or won't improve, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. But like, what after 6 months? Do you have something in your head? Is it just like, man, let's get to 6 months and see from there?
6 months is your chances of rejection, right? So your body could reject the new body part, if it was heart or lungs or kidney, whatever. So after that, the chance of rejection go way down, and then after a year it goes way down. And so, if I can get to 6 months, obviously I still take the precautions. And when I get to a year, obviously I still gotta take all the medicine, and I'm not gonna be a dummy. I always tell my wife, I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm not a dumbass. Not a dumbass. I don't want to die. I have zero desire to die. And so I'm gonna take necessary precautions.
How has this changed you? Mentally, spiritually? Anything like that?
I woke up and I decided I was a Christian. So that's crazy. I went with my wife to church for 15 years because that was part of the deal. I said, hey, I'm not a Christian, but I'll support you. And it was really weird when I woke up. I'm like, I gotta do it, So that was kind of weird. And there's so much gratitude for everyone who's helped out. So many people donate money, watch our kids, donate food. A lot of friends come and hang out with me. So just so much gratitude for the community around me. And it's kind of wild to me. I was always like, in my head, and I think this is true, I was a very controversial figure, where there were some people who loved me, but there's also some people who really didn't like me also.
Sure.
And I haven't had a negative thing said to me since I can remember. It's been only positive. And just a lot of love from the community.
Best case scenario, paint picture for now till the end.
I live normally till I'm old, right?
Yeah. Coaching and just back to coaching?
Yeah, back to coaching. I don't really want to do anything else. I just want to coach wrestling. So that's be hard not to do it for a while. Obviously, the field of medicine is evolving very fast, so who knows, maybe in 10 years I'll be able to take something else and build me my own lungs, my lungs in my body or something. Who knows?
Feel like this is somehow meant to be and better, good is going to come out of this?
Yeah, hopefully I use it to inspire people through struggle, because I think people could have looked at me prior and said, like, his life's great, he has no struggle, he's doing exactly what he wants to do. And now it's like, People are watching me struggle, and I'm the same person I was when I wasn't struggling. And so I think that says a lot.
It's like being back here with your kids climbing on you. Not too much, but they're climbing on you.
Yeah, I got that big ass scar, so can't climb much. But yeah, it's great to have family around again.
You gonna continue to take it slow? Not push it too fast?
I'm not pushing it too fast. I will try to take it as slow as possible so I can heal.
All right, man.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys, that's it, man. Ben Askren, super inspirational. I wasn't the biggest Ben Askren fan, but now I think I am. I think I'm a Ben Askren fan. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves on Magic Monday, Mat Side Monday. Make sure you hit the training. Take care of yourselves. Who else is telling you dudes and girls to take care of yourselves? Drink your water, eat your food, get your calories. You're getting too many calories. Don't get as many calories. You don't get enough calories. Get those calories. Take care of yourselves, guys and gals. Want you here for a long time. And that's it. We'll be on Monday through Friday. Hopefully earlier. I used to do it like 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11. I got to figure out a better time. So I'll just try my best, man. And that's it. Nothing else coming up. Maybe some tournaments later this year, some seminars, etc., etc. That's it, guys. I'll see you. If you want to support the channel, invertedgear.com, BJJ Mental Models, as always, or just tell people about the live stream. That's easy. You don't need no money for that, guys. Just, hey, have you checked out this live stream? This dude talking about Moneyberg. All right, guys. See ya. Peace.